last session, as per usual, you guys find yourselves on level 6 of Undermountain, the last level. It followed a tunnel that was freshly burrowed from Umberhulk from level 5 down into this lost level. You've made your way through the ancient dwarven halls that were built by the Malarkan dwarves that mainly worship Dumathoin, the Keeper of Secrets under the mountains. There you'd met Clan Iron Eye and their leader Skele, and you'd formed somewhat of a shaky alliance with them. You do know that she robbed this dagger from Lord Azrock, the Hobgoblin warlord from level 3. And she seemed to honor her bargain by rewarding you all with the dagger when you killed the clay golem, and you guys decided to continue to explore this level, fighting the denizens, invisible creatures, or whatever else has laid in wait for you all, including Umberhulk. And you'd come across this hidden tomb. You'd found that the original tomb that you'd stumbled across was actually a false tomb, and beyond that, there was another false tomb, and beyond that, there was a dead-end room, and beyond that, there was another room, and beyond that, you finally discovered the true secret under the mountain. Hopefully, if this demon's word can be trusted, this room to the south of you all should be where King Malair has made his final rest. Upon entering the room, several of you were contacted telepathically by an entity trapped within a statue, begging that you free it. Eventually, it was able to get its wish, and when this statue of Marthema Duin, the God of Exploration, was toppled, this virulent black gas was released from within the cracks of the statue, and the gas coalesced into a demon, a Glabrezu. And it seemed quite happy to be freed. It roared in glee, and it periodically went around to try and crack open some more of these statues, where it released a Hezrou, and you guys didn't really trust the demons, rightly so. You weren't sure what their intentions were, but being demons, you can assume that they're evil spawns from the abyss, and they exist only to create chaos. It would be best to sort of nip it in the bud and take care of them. However, they fought back, and we ended the session with Roland trapping both demons behind a wall of force. And not only that, Skele had taken it upon herself to run for the true tomb and try to open up the sarcophagus to get the king's hand. Just happy to watch you guys fight against the demons without her aid. So Roland decided that she best be trapped in there as well. Suddenly, a walking roast chicken appears in the room.
I'm sorry? I'm sorry.
And with it is Scamp. It's a walking roast chicken. It's been basted beautifully. It's got a nice crispy golden skin, and it walks on its 2 drumsticks. But it has a head, and it looks like a roast chicken version of Hallister's head. What?
Oh, Jesus.
Starts yelling at you guys. What are you all looking at?
I'm a lot.
Do you find yourself feeling a bit clucky?
What? What are you talking about? Are you trying to insult me, boy?
I mean, you look I mean, beautiful in that golden skin. Like a
What?
morsel.
And he looks down at himself. Ah, damn it! I'm stuffed! Well, this wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, I didn't come here to talk about roast chickens. Alright, it happens sometimes. It happens to the best of us.
I've never seen that before in my life.
Now here, take this! And he points to Scamp with one of his wings. It's yours, isn't it? Did you lose this?
Well, she has a name, but yes, she is one of us.
Oh, I'm sure you all have names. Everybody has a name these days. I don't care about your names. Now, didn't I tell you to kill the drow?
We're working on it.
Working on it? The only reason that I allow you into my lair is because I have hopes for you all. Hopes that you'll kill the drow. Right? Or are you chicken?
Well, right now you are, but we have been killing drow, and we will continue to do so.
Don't test me, elf man. These drumsticks are deadly weapons.
I'm sure.
Howster, I have a question.
No need to get foul.
Hey, I have a question. I don't care. Now I'm busy. And then he just disappears. And when he disappears, so does Ziggy in a flash of smoke. And
Oh, good lord.
I guess Dagger is going to get disappeared too because she's not here yet. In classic Hallister fashion, all that remains is just a card floating from side to side like it's falling down gently in the wind. And it seems to just slot straight into your hand, Scamp, in between your forefinger and thumb. And when you take a look at the card, this is what you see. A card from the rune deck. There you go. Roll me a 1d20, Scamp.
Ooh, big money, no whammies.
Tyler, will I become a chicken if I learn too much magic?
No, you'll be fine, Pavel. I don't know why he was
Oh, shit!
Nice!
not just a chicken, a
Scamp.
roasted chicken. He was cooked.
What card did you get, Scamp? Scamp? Can't hear you,
Amiga?
Hey,
Scamp. Oh, there we go.
There you are.
I don't know what card I got because I like dragged it out of my inventory or something.
Oh.
Or gave it to somebody.
no. I was like clicking something and it said all of a sudden stealing card, and I was like, oh no!
Oh,
Yeah,
so
you can steal
stole it.
cards. You stole the card.
So what card did I get, Nox?
What's it called?
The Hallister card?
Okay. Do you have
Yeah,
another
the
card
one
as
with Alistair
well
on it.
there, Nox?
I do, but this is the one I got for myself.
Which one is it?
The Anarath card?
Anarath. Okay. You have was it the boon effect? You've still got that, right? Okay. 24 hours.
Yeah, that it's gone now. The card's just always been in my thing.
In that case, you'll need to drag it, open up your cards and drag it onto the map, and then I'll get rid of it and can delete it.
Oh, okay.
It'll go back in the deck.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right.
I did not know that.
A rune appears on the card. They don't usually come in card form, but this one does. It's Hallister's rune. It sort of looks like a little wonky person almost. And this rune starts to glow, and it just sort of the entire card explodes, showering you with magical energy, Scamp. And you get the boon effect. You recover an expended spell slot of 6th level or lower. Are you
All
full?
of them, or just the one?
All of them.
Then I
Wow.
recover my 2 5th level slots, assuming I didn't get a long rest while I was gone.
We didn't long rest,
Yep.
so
You're filled back up there, Scamp, and then that you can also throw that card onto the map, Nox. And which card do you have, Pavel?
I still have a card? Oh, it's probably the fire one.
All right.
Yeah, it's a fire one.
Is that
Lagos.
okay?
No, no.
Labos. All right. You should still have that then, because it's like a pool of 10d6s. Okay. All right. With that out of the way, Scamp is returned to the party. You gain some and you lose some. You don't have that anymore, Pavel?
When I got it, it was a Bane
Oh,
effect,
it's the
and I
Bane?
took 10d10.
Okay. Do you want
Yeah,
that
fire
again?
damage. It was terrible.
You want to
Yeah, no, I'd rather not.
Okay. Alistair was just checking.
Nox is just currently like going, dagger? Dagger!
She invisible again.
Turned invisible again.
she is either invisible or she got zapped away with Hallister, which tends to
Kind of
Oh.
believe she turned invisible.
I mean, if Hallister took her, I really hope he has good life insurance.
Well, we have about 10 minutes here
Alright.
that we can.
As you look at the demons, you can clearly see them because all the force is invisible. And the Hezrou just like starts hitting the statue that he's trapped in there with, and this purple smoke hisses and starts to coalesce, moving towards the center of the room. However,
Ouch,
it is
bitch.
blocked by the wall of force, and instead the mist just swirls around, and a large demonic vulture becomes trapped behind the wall of force of the Hezrou of rock. And it seems to be sort of screeching quite sort of loudly, but you guys hear no sound from beyond that wall of force. The Glabrezu cannot reach this statue, and he just bangs his arm. They're just going absolute crazy, just swearing foul words at you all. And also one other thing, just as you guys are sort of catching up here or whatnot, Skele, she attempts to lift the lid off of this sarcophagus atop the dais, but she's sort of struggling, and then she's sort of looking around, sees that the demons are trapped, and then she sort of comes over and sort of bounces off the wall of force, and then she starts sort of like banging on it and sort of speaking, but you guys can't hear her.
So, these guys over here, and Scamp's gonna point to the demons in the corner. We're killing them, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, at this point,
I mean,
they
yeah.
do not need to leave this space. Mainly, Zigger brought up a good point. Their intentions are, as we can glean, probably to wreak mayhem and sow disaster amongst, at least here, and then who knows beyond that. It would be irresponsible for us to, as they say, let the hogs run wild.
Can I moonbeam through the wall of force?
Ooh.
No, it's total cover.
So moonbeam doesn't say you have to see the target.
Any spell is blocked by total cover.
I was about to ask if I tried to banish them, because all I have to do is be able to see them. I can see them, but that answers my question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's targeting. With targeting, spells do not go through total cover. Skele, when you guys sort of ignore her, she enlarges herself. She looks very angry. She just shakes her head at you all, and then she returns to the sarcophagus. And in her enlarged state, she's able to pull off the lid, and she does not do that gracefully by any means. She just takes this white marble slab and just hurls it off of the sarcophagus, smashing the lid into myriad pieces on the ground. And she looks over at all of you, and she has a bit of a smile, and then she just reaches in to the sarcophagus, and she pulls out this fine-looking war pick. She tosses it over her shoulder. She picks up a shield. It is quite ornate. It has an eye emblazoned in the center of it. It looks like the symbol of Doomethorn. And she sort of amberly turns her head side to side, like she's kind of likes it. And then she just straps it to her arm. And then she reaches in and pulls out this disgusting mummified corpse of a dwarf. And she holds it up like a toy or a doll, like waving it at you guys. And then she just throws it against the wall, smashing the mummified corpse against the wall, carelessly.
Everyone, huddle up really quick. I have an idea.
She then continues to go over and just pop the hands of the dwarven mummified corpse, rips them straight off, and tucks them into her belt. So she's got the 2 desiccated hands next to that little elf statue. And then she goes over and takes that pick, and then she just starts smashing like everything in this room in like a furious rage.
Well, she'll work herself out of it eventually, but yes, we need to come up with a plan. We have a little less than 10 minutes now.
So I have an idea. We obviously do not want her to go too far. Yeah? So my idea is this. Let us create a choke point, as it were. They have to come back down the hallway. If Scamp drops her moonbeam, I can banish her and one of the said demons. The demon will not come back, but she will come back in a second, and when she does, we would have hopefully disposed of our problem, and thus can focus attention on her.
What happens if they can use some sort of magic to transport out of here, like teleportation or dimension door?
I have a feeling that they are going to want to skin us alive and show us our insides first, just out of spite.
Pure rage, more likely.
Alright, these demons are going absolutely berserk. Spittle just starts to sort of build up on the wall of force. They're banging their fists, they're screeching, they're scratching. They're going just insane. Their mouths roar. Whoa.
You did forget about the pit, didn't you?
Who was that?
Brew?
Is it? Is Discord sound like a little robotic to anybody else, or is it just me?
No, it's all.
It sounds fine to me.
It sounds fine to me, other than Brew.
Yeah, apart from Brew sounding like he's going through an exorcism, it's everything is fine.
Okay.
Brew, your voice sounds like
Check.
one of the demons. Yeah.
Hello?
I'm gonna rip off your head and shit down your neck.
Pretty much.
Whoa!
That's from a movie, isn't it? I just don't remember which one. Oh, okay. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
I feel like it was very apropos.
I'll jump. Take a run.
I think that we have forgotten that there's this pit trap here.
I think I can jump over it, I think.
Anyone with 11 strength can clear it with a long jump. 11 or higher.
I'm good. Just good.
Then I'll jump back and put a rope. Oh, here. And I'll spike a rope down.
Roland, my friend.
You spike a rope down?
I think
climb down and climb back up?
No, spike a rope into the ground and then, or maybe into the wall, I guess, and then jump across so I can hold it and people can.
Makeshift zipline.
This is a big room. Instead of a moonbeam, did somebody maybe want to become an animal of some sort? I've got polymorph. You could block the entrance that way.
We can
Oh.
both polymorph.
I mean, or no, Roland. Ooh.
Yes?
Technical question, Seb.
Yeah.
Can I quicken spell and twin the same spell like banishment? Or is that not one of them that I can do?
I do not think you can use. There's some spells. Depends on the meta magic. I can't remember which one it is, but some of them specifically say cannot be to use them with other meta magic.
So I know that twin spell specifically states it has to be a single target creature. Twin spell just means it turns an action and a spell's casting time from an action to a bonus action.
Just take a look at the meta magic, and unless it says that you can't use it with other meta magic, you can. But I know there are some that specifically say it cannot be used with other meta magic options. I have to look it up. I can't remember exactly which ones are which, but I can look it up too.
Other technical question: would I be able to polymorph people into things like Tyrannosaurus Rexes, or would it have to be something I have reasonably seen?
Whoa!
Yep, you can transfer them into T-Rex. So yes, meta magic. It's actually all of them. You can only use one option on a spell, unless otherwise noted.
That's an important thing, I guess. To
yeah. So you can
focus.
empower, because empower says you can use it even if you've already used another meta magic option.
Yep. No worries. I just it was a technical like how could I make this work, but that will change my choices. Okay.
Yeah, with polymorph scamp, it's sort of a part of the spell. Just sort of maybe you haven't seen a T-Rex before, but the magic just sort of turns them into that.
I think
Just think of it as a lesser dragon.
So
I mean,
we doing
kinda.
calls here.
No, I think we are okay.
But did we want to maybe polymorph through and have him block the door that way versus a moonbeam? I mean, moonbeam only lasts for a minute, so if they don't walk into the doorway in a minute, it might be kind of useless.
So you also note Skele has turned invisible now as well. We've lost track of
That is
her.
the problem.
So you don't want to do the pit. Make them cross the pit first, and while they're trying to cross.
You got a couple of minutes left on the wall of force. 2 minutes.
That's not a bad idea. She will have to get across at some point.
And the demons as well. Some may fly, and then we'll.
The demons, I'm worried that they will be able to leave at will, like Pavel said. But who knows?
Well, if they could do that, wouldn't they be doing that right?
True. Very smart. Ooh.
That's enough to shimmy
Can-
across.
Yep.
All right, the wall of force has 1 minute left.
I wanted to be on this side before the wall of force went down. I mean, oh, and dagger.
I'm standing here for a reason. Don't worry.
All right, gotta stand next to my bud. Gonna be over here.
I'm just like no, Pavel, no, go away.
I don't care what you say. Last time you went to a Exotic Cube and I wasn't there to save you.
Oh, Dagger's here now.
Pavel,
Yeah, I had internet problems, but it's back.
Oh,
Pavel, trust me, you do not want to be here when I'm done with what I'm doing.
the wall of force is just about to drop Dagger.
I'm staying back.
Scamp,
But I'm
I
still
would
being-
take that because I'm out of rage, so that would be a good way to start the tank.
It's a huge creature, though, so you'd have to be in a different. Like, it can't be in this corridor.
Wherever the party wants me
That's
to
alright.
be.
I mean, it
Okay.
could be in this corridor, but you'd
The
have
wall of force
disadvantage.
drops. I'm going to roll initiative. And as soon as the wall of force drops, you can sort of hear Skele clanking around there in her heavy armor.
I just yell out, Dagger, do not let Skele leave the building.
Alright, suddenly the demons, furious blows trying to smash through the wall. Their arms just sort of are no longer met with resistance and they sort of fall forward. And they are unleashed. You just hear this, "Roar! You'll die! I'm gonna pop your arms off!" Just screaming in abyssal. Dagger. I'm gonna rip off your shit and shove your neck down your leg. They say. Okay, Dagger, you see the Glabrezu, the Vrock, and the Hezrou, and now the addition of a Vrock that had been released from this smashed statue in the corner. So you're up first.
I've been told to not let her go out. Would I be invisible?
Sure.
No.
You can be invisible.
And you can see her because...
We'll say that you slipped off. You weren't taken by Halaster. You just were hiding.
It's just, yeah, it's just, keeping track of her. Are we attacking her?
I mean, probably.
You do
It's
you,
up to you.
Dagger. What would you do in this situation?
Well, we kind of had a deal with her. She could have the hand. And we could go into the treasure vault. So...
She has taken the hand and like destroyed the
Yeah,
tomb while you were gone.
she absolutely destroyed the tomb. She desecrated the body of the dwarven king, and she stole his hands and the shield, magic shield.
Well, stealing the magic shield wasn't part of the deal. No, I just went fine.
Alright, she just sort of whispers, "Who's there?"
The city stuff.
Alrighty, you have a blind sight, Dagger. So you ignore the disadvantage. So you hit her. And you stab her. You feel the dagger sort of stab into her, and it actually causes this invisibility that she has to just unravel. She looks down as you've sort of just glanced her side. Bright red blood drips down her armor. She looks up at you and just swears at you in Dwarvish. Rektalok.
Rektalok to you too.
Scamp.
So we're trying to get him to go back through the hallway?
I think just polymorph me when I get to the other side. I think we're gonna do it. Looks like a room fight.
Okay, I will hold my action to polymorph Brew once he gets into the larger room that can hold him
Okay.
into a T-Rex.
Alright.
And I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Maybe. What's the range on polymorph?
It's like 60 feet, I think.
Yeah, I'll stay where I'm at. 60 feet. Okay, I'll stay where I'm at. 60 feet. Yeah, 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 I'll stay where I'm at. And we'll be good with that.
All right, this rock lets out like a really, really loud screech, and it just sort of pushes on forward to here, and it's going to screech very, very loudly, and Nox, Pavel, Dagger, and Skele each have to make a Constitution save from this screech. It just sends sort of shockwaves through the air, like a ripple effect that's visible. And it washes over you, Nox. It has no effect. It washes over you, Pavel, and it just leaves you stunned.
Luck.
And the dagger, it doesn't affect you, and does not affect Skele. Alright, re-roll, Pavel.
I'm gonna roll. Thank you. Damn it.
You're still stunned.
Yeah. It's gonna be a bad day today, not gonna lie.
And the rock just ends its turn there. That's it. Pavel.
I am stunned.
Yes, you are stunned until the end of the rock's next turn. So no save, but it's just a 1-turn stun.
Okay, so I just end all in my turn? Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Brew.
Gonna run down, leap across the pit, and keep.
Alright, do you want to use your reaction now, Scamp?
Yep.
Alright, Brew, you immediately just glow with this energy until you're just a non-visible white light that just enlarges to a height of about 18 feet.
Oh, wow.
And you become a T-Rex. I'll give you control of the character sheet. And you should still have 10
Scamp.
feet of movement left. You can choose, or you'll be centered there as you polymorph. And let me just fix you up in the turn order there. There we go.
Can the T-Rex see?
Yeah, I don't
You,
have vision yet.
Did I not save that vision? Okay. I gave you the wrong T-Rex. There we go.
Okay. Scamp, you're the bomb.
Says the T-Rex.
So when you're polymorphed, you can just pretty much discern friend from foe, but you've got 2 intelligence.
So an increase then.
But you do
Pretty much.
you do retain your alignment and personality.
Such as it is.
Oh, you can eat so much more now.
I will say everything now that you thought could be food is food.
Wow.
True. So I can shift. I'll still just kind of keep my big T-Rex butt in front of the door or the hallway. And I'll attack the Vrust. Let me find. Right, so I get 2 attacks, a bite and a tail.
Yeah,
I can't make both attacks against the same target. Okay.
Yeah, have to be on different targets.
Okay. But both have reach of 10 feet. So I'll do a bite at the Vrust and then tail over at that thing. Is that a Glabrezu?
Hezrou.
Hezrou.
So, yeah.
Alright, you bite the rock and you grab it in your mouth. It sort of screeches like a vulture and becomes grappled. While it's grappled that way, it's restrained and rolls up some damage. Alright, it does resist your teeth. You sort of just bruise it more than pierce it.
Okay, and a tail at the head.
And that hits. The tail slams against the Hezrou again. It doesn't really budge too much, and sort of just slaps a bruise onto its side, and immediately there is this stench, this horrid stench protruding off the Hezrou that you detect.
Okay.
Alright, Skele is going to you're visible now, Dagger. She just sneers at you, and she's gonna swing her warhammer at you. And she misses with that attack. She swings again, and she hits you. When she hits you with the hammer, you can feel the psionic energy, and you take 18 points of damage.
Okay. I am going to do uncanny dodge to have that.
Alright, you take 9 instead, as the psychic hammer sort of glances you, and then she's going to swing again with a third attack, and she hits again quite hard. There's this like sort of screeching energy that just sort of floods your mind. You hit for another 10 damage, and then she's going to look up at the T-Rex and back up and end her turn there. I think you did max hit points there, Dagger, not current.
Yeah,
Nox.
Seeing my now large reptilian friend, I'm going to take a step forward to here, and I will twin a shocking grasp at the two demons. So first one to the toad on my left, second one to the rock.
Actually, Nox, first of all, make a con save. Alright, you managed to resist the stench. It is quite horrible, but it does not bother you.
That's good.
And then
so the 23 was for the...
You grab the Hezrou. Was it the Hezrou?
It's the toad thing.
Yeah. Alright, you grab it, and the lightning doesn't do very much. It does shock its reaction out of it, but it does resist the damage. And you also hit the rock. Same thing. It resists the damage, but you do stun it out of its reaction.
Cool. And now I'm going to run... So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here. I can see our good friend, the pain in our ass. Gonna say bye-bye.
Alright, you cast banishment on her, and she will make a charisma save with advantage due to being a Duergar. They're resilient to magic. But she disappears.
Nice.
Boom.
Nice.
Just in my as my hand flips up, I just go like, "We will deal with you later."
So you do not hear that distinctive pop, suggesting that, well, she is native to this plane. So she's incapacitated while she's there, and she'll reappear after a minute. Alright, the Hezrou roars, and it's going to just actually chase after you, Nox, provoking from Mr. T-Rex.
Can I drop the thing I'm grappling and use the bite as my my opportunity?
No. Not until the grapple ends. You'd have to let go on your turn. Alright, the tail hits the Hezrou.
That makes more sense anyway.
And it just sort of slaps it in the back. And then the Hezrou, the Glabrezu is sort of roaring out orders as well in Abyssal. And then the Hezrou just sort of leaps at you, Nox, coming in with its claws. And it slashes you for 11 damage.
It's gonna be one of those days.
It attacks you again.
Sweet.
It misses with the claw attack, and then it leans forward and tries to bite you. And it chomps you
Shield wouldn't matter.
for 13
Yep, so
piercing
15.
damage.
I always have to do quick math in my head.
And then it sort of moves over here to catch Dagger in its stench purposefully.
Is that one of those things that if I succeed, I'm good for like 24 hours kind of thing?
Yeah, it's not bothering you anymore. The Glabrezu sees Brew polymorphed and casts a spell.
I will counterspell that.
Let me just double check because he does not use material components, but
Is it an innate thing?
he still uses verbal, so it's counterspellable.
Cool.
So cast away. All right, to use a base level counterspell, Nox, and you manage to counterspell him. And the Glabrezu roars, sort of beats his hands on his chest, and he then just slams a pincer against the statue. And he hits it, and the statue cracks open, and this disgusting black mist hisses out of it and releases a Balgura that roars, and like it's sort of already knows what's going on and sort of rallies behind the Glabrezu and joins initiative. And the Glabrezu's not done yet. Alright, Balgura goes on 16. And then the Glabrezu just is going to move. It's kind of a little bit stuck. It's going to just move here and swing at Tyrannosaurus Brew with its third attack, or second attack, sorry. And it hits you for 17 bludgeoning damage. But does not grapple you because you're too big. Roll on.
Finally. Oh man. Alright. I've still got tongues up, right?
Yeah, that's like an hour.
It's an hour. And I cast it like right when we got in the room, I think.
Yeah. These demons have just been vowing vile epithets upon you, just disgusting epithets and swears, and I can't even repeat what they said. It's that bad.
You can't repeat it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to, with my bonus action, use my Mantle of Majesty to assume a wondrous appearance. More wondrous than I already am. And bonus action cast Command on the Glabrezu. I will tell him to grovel.
All right. You find an extraordinary resistance from this demon, and it makes a wisdom save with advantage.
I'm sure.
But
Grovel.
it fails, and
Nice.
it roars as it starts to bend the knee.
And then, for good measure, I'm going to viciously mock him.
And another wisdom save with advantage. This time, the spell has no effect.
I got lucky with the first one.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna kind of stay on this side of the pit. Thank you. And that's my turn.
Dagger. You need to make a Constitution save against poison at the start of your turn from the stench from this Hezrou.
Damn it.
Uh-oh.
It is just putrid, and you're coughing and spluttering, and you become poisoned. The start of your next turn. So you're poisoned for 1 round. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
I still have my turn though, right?
Sorry?
Did I still have my turn?
Yeah. It's just poisoned. Just poisoned for one round.
Okay.
Just does that. Disadvantage
Well,
on
that's-
attack rolls and ability
Oh,
checks.
that's okay. That kind of doesn't interfere with what I was going to do. I'm going to come over here and go invisible.
Okay. You vanish once again.
And then I'm going to just go down here so that I don't know where I was. And that's it.
Scamp.
I'm gonna move up here. And then I want to make sure he's in range. I'm gonna frostbite at the whatever the Hezrou.
Hezrou.
Yeah,
Okay.
that guy.
Again, when you cast this spell, Scamp, it's so resilient to magic. It barely does anything. And it succeeds the saving throw.
Okie dokie. I'll look at Roland.
It pretty much unravels around the creature as it starts to form.
You don't want to cross the pit, Roland?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Alright, this Vrock, just as it's grappled, it's going to actually just start to beat its wings, and this dander, this toxic dander, spreads outwards 15 feet away from it. And T-Rex, Pavel, Dagger, each of you need to make a con save against poison from the Vrock spores. Tyrannosaurus Brew does not bother you. Pavel doesn't bother you. Dagger, you are double poisoned.
Whoa!
So while you're poisoned this way, you take damage at the start of every turn, and you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn. And that's what the Vrock does, just beats its wings like that to unleash the spores. The demons are not affected at all. And luckily it doesn't get you knocks. Pavel, you're not stunned anymore because it's the end of that Vrock's turn now.
Thank the Lord.
Kick some ass.
Okay, I already had a flintlock out, switching it to my other hand, taking out Tirlai, and I'm running over. So once I come into that range, am I going to be affected by the noxious gas, or should I roll now or later?
You're not in it for long enough if you're just moving into it. It's at the start of your turn that you'd have to roll.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna slash 125, I think. 30. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of this big guy. I'm gonna attack him with Tirlai. Because it's a magic sword.
That is a mess. He uses his clawed pincer like a shield and just ding! Your eye bounces off that attack.
Again.
Isn't he kneeling?
And another attack
Not yet.
is deflected.
This is gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Game. I'm gonna bonus action flintlock, shoot at the gibber, whatever the heck it's called.
Which one?
The gibber, the
This guy?
the gib.
Frog.
This thing, yes.
Glabrezu. That hits.
Glabrezu.
The bullet only bruises the demon. It is resistant.
It's one of those days, game. I know it's not responding. Hold up. Seb just in my turn. Monzola is being weird on me.
Okay. Alright, the Bulgura sort of seems to be taking some orders from the Glabrezu, and it just, it's like a giant ape, beats its fists on its chest and roars as its eyes glow red, spittle just dripping off of its maw. And it is going to run up, and it's just going to start attacking the T-Rex recklessly. So it has advantage. It attacks with a one fist attack, hits for 11 bludgeoning damage. Attacks again, and it hits for another 12 bludgeoning damage. And then it tries to bite, and it crit bites, just chomping onto one of your T-Rex arms, ripping it off. Not much arm there, but no hindrance to you either. But you take 18 damage, and just keeps on trying to tear you limb from limb, ending its turn there. Tyrannosaurus Brew.
Rawr. I could reach the Glabrezu with 10 feet of reach.
Yes.
I'd like to drop the Brusk and then bite the Glabrezu.
Alright, you release the grip from the rock, and you bite onto the Glabrezu, and you chomp him. You have him in your maw. He becomes grappled, and while he's grappled like that, he's also restrained. The teeth sort of bruise him. He does resist it. He's looking pretty like demon ichor is just dripping down his body everywhere. Breathing heavy.
I'll swing a tail at the Brusk.
That hits, and you sort of turn and tail slap the rock. Just a couple of its feathers get ruffled.
And then I'll just kind of, I'll end there, but I'll kind of hold the Glabrezu down close to ground, close enough to ground level that people can smack at it.
Yeah. Nox.
Okay. Oh, what do I want to do? Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to move to here, and then look at Pavel and just say, let's try that again, and hold out my hand. Do you take it?
Yeah. I don't know what I can hold it with, but yeah, I'll just get my pistol hand to you.
Sure, I
Hold out your
wrap my
foot.
hand around his wrist.
Use your foot.
And I'll cast Thunderstep so that he doesn't have to be around that noxious.
Hook arm.
Alright, it's a bit of an explosion, and I think it's outwards of, 15 feet? 10 feet.
Sounds about right.
10 feet. Alright, a very, very loud noise. It causes some rubble to sort of fall from corners of walls, and the Glabrezu, Rock, and Hezrou all are hit by the thunderous energy. They all have advantage on their saves. The Glabrezu, it makes a saving throw. They don't seem particularly resistant to the thunder, and the force of it just sort of splits the Glabrezu's skin some more. This is for the rock, and the rock fails, and feathers are just sort of shredded off of it. And then the Hezrou, he makes a saving throw, and with that little shockwave explosion of that loud boom, Pavel and Nox, you appear over near the rubble of this statue.
And I will. Yeah, I'll EOT there.
Very loud bang as well. All right, the Hezrou. He is going to move up 10 feet, and I think he's going to just attack the T-Rex and focus his attacks. Going to start slashing with those claws. First attack hits for 12 damage. Second attack hits for another 12 damage, and then he tries to bite, and he bites for another 12 damage. Demons are starting to shred the T-Rex. The Glabrezu, he falls prone and ends his turn. Roland.
Alright. What to do? I'm going to, this time I'll bonus action command, the Brock to grovel.
Alright, it's a wisdom save for Mr. Vrock with magic resistance.
He made it.
He resists.
Yep. And then I'm gonna use my action to kind of put my hand up at my new necklace that Dagger so lovingly made, and use my action to activate the Pearl of Power to get a 3rd level spell slot back.
Okay. Spell powers you. You feel your elven ancestry linking you to the arcane ways.
That's what I feel a power cord, but
Mister
in my
herself.
soul.
Sting whispers in your ear.
Dagger. You're gonna take some poison damage, Dagger. Brace yourself. The rock spores are not very nice. You take 3 poison damage at the start of your turn.
Okay. I am going stabby stab to him.
Alright, the Hezrou does not anticipate your attack, suggesting he doesn't have any special senses, and that is a direct hit with advantage. Actually, it's a advantage disadvantage, but regardless, it still stabs him, and this orange ichor starts to piss out of the wound.
Okay. I'm going to disengage. Come over here. And I make another con, right?
Yep, at the end of your turn, you get to make a con save.
Hey.
Big money, no whammy.
Did not.
Yeah, you got a bit of a sore throat there, Dagger. Scamp.
If I want to jump the pit, do I have to get a running start first, or can I
Yes.
just jump?
It requires a 10-foot run up.
So I would have to move there be enough, or would I have to move back one more?
One more. And then you'd fall. You'd run out of movement.
All right. So instead
You
of
can like Tomb Raider style cling onto the edge though, if you wanted to, and that would require a strength save.
no, so what I'll do instead is I'm gonna bonus action thingy that I have that I forgot the name of. Hidden Paths.
In step? Oh,
No,
oh no. The advanced
one.
version of this.
Yeah, to just kind of poof to here real quick. And then I'm gonna produce flame at this dude.
Okay, there'll be a regular attack advantage, disadvantage. And
That's not great.
you there's like a little bit of this statue left, Scamp. The produce flame slams into it, completely desecrates it, destroys it.
We'll just nah, we're not gonna step there. We're gonna stay there. I'm afraid something's gonna like come shove me into the pit.
Alright, the rock, it tries to sort of beat its wings, but no more of these spores are coming out, so it just screeches, and it's going to start tearing these talons, these long gangly talons of its, into Tyrannosaurus Brew. It scratches for 12 damage, and then it screeches and bites. And bites you for another 7. T-Rex is looking all sorts of messed up at the moment. Pavel.
Did I see that Nox's Thunder? Well, actually, I was in it, so I can't really know. But did it seem like to overcome these these demons' resistances?
Yeah, like they didn't seem resistant to it. Like all their skin is sort of pierced open, and
This is important. Okay. I'm gonna put Bacterial using my attractive object back into the scabbard, and I'm gonna move here. Okay, I got something. Then with my one pistol, I'm just gonna get the smoke packets and lead balls ready. Touching each bullet and imbuing it with Eldritch a magic of some sort. Reload it and start firing. It does. Oh, I'm just saying that I'm using Eldritch Strike. It's not like anything magical resistance.
wait, what is
I'm gonna attack this one first. Eldritch Strike. So basically, whatever I shoot, whatever I hit with any type of weapon, I'll bring it up. It just gives it disadvantage on any spells I use.
I know the one.
Yeah. But I kind of wanted a flavor, be like, infuse it with magic, bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, I'm gonna attack the Hezrou first.
That hits.
Cool.
Alright, these this sort of line of the arcane weave sort of trails your bullet, and it's like almost like a tether from the pistol of your gun to the Hezrou. It starts to sort of wrap itself around the Hezrou, sort of spectrally grabbing it.
And then I'm gonna shoot the rock next. Oh, come on, be quicker. There we go.
And you hit the rock as well. And it sort of pierces some of its wing. Big fleshy part of its wing is sort of blown away. Ichor drips from its severed wing.
Cool. That's always an effective Eldritch Strike. And then finally, at disadvantage, I'm gonna hit the Glabrezu.
It's restrained, so advantage and disadvantage cancel each other out.
Cool.
And I'll put this little sort of bomb icon or your Eldritch Strike. You can know which one's got the strike on it. Alright, you hit the Glabrezu and it just sort of gets a bit bruised there, and
Good.
he too is victim to the Eldritch Strike.
If only I had my action search.
The Bulgura keeps on screaming and roaring, and it's going to keep on attacking Tyrannosaurus Brew. The Glabrezu is just sort of muttering in abyssal,
Yes. Destroy the T-Rex first, then we'll take care of the spellcasters. I've got this.
and the Bulgura just recklessly attacks Tyrannosaurus Brew. It hits for 5 bludgeoning damage. It attacks again, and it hits for another 5 bludgeoning damage, and then it tries to bite, and it bites for 15 piercing damage. And with that bite, Brew shrinks down to his regular size, taking 2 points of damage. As Polymorph is it dispelled, and the Glabrezu is released from the grapple.
I couldn't keep him in my.
The Balgora then just sort of jumps up onto the wall, sort of climbing, and it squeezes through here, provoking from Brew. It navigates the walls, no trouble whatsoever. And you hit Brew. Coming out of that polymorph, the Balgora just sort of, you see it coming overhead, and you quickly just throw that shield up and smack it, slightly bruising it, and the Balgora ends its turn there. Actually, it's going to get up in Roland's face and provoke from Scamp. The last of its
There's no need
movement.
for that.
I'll try to hit it with my quarterstaff. That's a rare Scamp bunk.
And
Nice.
you hit it, Scamp.
Scamp bong.
Alright, you whack it. The silver doesn't affect it any better than what you would have hoped. But another bruise on the Balgora. Brew.
I'll draw an adamantian hand axe out. Run down. Is he still prone?
Oh, actually, Brew, first give me a con save. He is prone. Just for the Hezrou's poison. The stench. You haven't... Alright, you're accustomed to that.
Apparently, Bruce still thinks he's a T-Rex.
Not surprising. That makes sense.
He read-
Is he gonna try and bite him?
yeah, he's gnashing it.
Alright, but
His head still thinks he's a T-Rex, but his body is, by reflex,
Brew's trying to whip
carrying
his
it.
tail at people. Alright, as you come over to the Glabrezu, he's still sort of down on his knees. He hasn't lifted himself up yet.
Okay, then I'll just swing.
And you hit. Alright, the axe does very little. Sort of bounces off the Glabrezu. Just has a number of bruises all over it. That's a crit. Alright, you hit it as hard as you possibly can, and despite it being highly resistant, you still manage to pierce its flesh, sort of hacking a grievous wound in its neck. It roars out in pain, and it's looking close to death.
Okay, and then I'm going to move back.
Alright, he's going to try and grab you, Brew, with a pincer attack. Where are you going? And 15 misses you. And the Vrock is going to swing with a talon at you, Brew.
Rawr.
And miss you. Sort of hold up your shield in retreat.
Bruce still gnashing his teeth like a T-Rex.
Nox.
I'm going to center a level 5 shatter on the Vrock, so it hits everybody.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Damn, I
Shatter
was gonna
gang,
do it.
baby.
Alright, a massive shatter just breaks the stone-tiled floor into cracks and just explodes in the center of these demons. First, the Glabrezu. They all make their saving throws with advantage. He resists, and it doesn't matter. As the thunderous energy washes over him, he just pops, just spraying the wall with this bronze-colored demon ichor.
Nice.
Nothing left of him. Vrock succeeds. Same thing. He doesn't explode, but he gets kind of battered. And then Hezrou. He also succeeds, and his flesh gets a bit bruised too. Alright, the Hezrou roars and just runs in at you, Nox, provoking from Pavel.
Pistol whip.
Best reactionary attack I think I've seen.
Wait, that was wrong. Sorry about that.
Skipping right to damage.
Hezrou's going to
Don't you?
claw at Nox.
Don't you have your sword in your hand?
I put it away.
That's a miss, Pavel. Claw hits you, Nox, for 13
Is
damage.
that an 18?
Yep, an 18.
I would have shielded that.
Okay. Alright, you cast shield, and that claw bounces off your shield. The Hezrou is just gonna keep on screaming and attack again. And he just
Oh fuck!
puts his claw straight through the shield for 15 damage. And he will come in with a bite. And just his mouth just folds around the shield. The miss. That's it for the Hezrou. Roland.
All right. Got big nasty dude in my face. I am going to this will drop concentration on the bonus action command. But I'm going to tell him a very bad joke.
Alright, touches on
The Bargura.
Mr. Bulgura. Alright, this one is that a charm? No.
It's unfortunately not.
Okay.
I made sure to look at that.
That's a wisdom save with advantage for the Bulgura. But he fails. And he falls prone and becomes incapacitated. And because he's over the pit, that means he falls down the pit.
Excellent.
The falling damage is going to break him out of that. But the pit is 20 feet deep. He falls and he crashes onto the ground. Takes some damage. And he lands prone. And then the spell is broken.
I mean, he gets to save again with advantage.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's right. It doesn't automatically end. Alright, no, he's still in the fit.
He's still down there chuckling. Alright. Well, I feel like I've done my part. I don't.
Brilliant.
I don't really. I don't have any bonus actions I can use at the moment. So it's my turn.
Dagger.
Okay. Stabby stab.
A hit. And, oh yeah, a bit of damage for you as well, Dagger. You take 8 poison damage, and stab the Hezrou. Good. Another rapier is far into its side as deep as it can go. Hezrou just roars as you pull the dagger out. Blood just sprays out onto the wall.
Okay. I'm going to disengage. Over here.
Oh, hi.
And I cannot make a con save to save my life.
Still
Well, let's
poisoned.
hope that's not the case. Here in a minute.
So I'm gonna lesser restoration dagger.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh, thank you. That's not why I came over here, but I appreciate it.
I
Are
figured
you,
while you're here.
You go to
Oh, wow,
like
you
high
see-
five
Felt like
dagger,
you looked a little worse for wear.
and like you end up just like sort of slapping her in the face, classic Scamp style. But it works.
But you're cured, so it's okay. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna throw some Fey dice at Nox. I will use 4. So you'll heal for 15 plus 4 temporary hit points.
I will take it. Thank you very much.
So I'm just gonna go back around my corner.
Alright, the rock just screeches and it leaps at Brew, slashing with its talons first. It misses, laying off your shield, and then like a hungry bird tries to get the worm, which is your head, Brew, and misses. And just keeps on violently scratching at you, Brew. Havel.
I'm gonna take out Tiralai again. I realize that took too long to take out my spells and stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna slash this person. It's Hezrou. And shoot at him later. Shit. Haha.
That is a hit.
Thank the Lord.
The blade does slash straight through its flesh with ease.
And again towards the
oh.
Hezrou.
Yeah, you already made the saving throw before, right, Pavel?
No,
Did
not
you?
for the Hezrou.
Right, you're gonna need to make that saving throw.
Got it. I made it for the what's it called?
Overall.
Spores.
Yeah. Once you make the saving throw and succeed, you become immune. Yeah, it doesn't bother you. And your second attack
I
just
missed.
falls short. Hezrou jumps back.
And then, as it jumps back, I'm just gonna shoot it. And I'm sorry, dagger, I didn't kill it.
That's a hit. Right, you sink a bullet into it and it just bruises it.
At least it hurt.
Alright, the Balgora roars and it sort of pretty
With
much
laughter?
oh yeah, it roars in laughter. And then it becomes very serious.
Yeah. Probably upset with me.
True.
Question, tactical question. If I were to grapple the Hezrou, could I drag it through the space that's between the wall and...
You can drag it. It reduces your movement speed by half.
Okay, I was just wondering if there'd be a problem with the space issue. But, okay, super.
You would be limited by your own movement, and you have to end your turn in an unoccupied space. Doesn't count for the Hezrou. He can,
Okay,
if he's
thanks.
moved somewhere, then, well, that's his problem.
Okay. Brew grunts at Scamp like a T-Rex would, but in the circumstances, I'm going to get him away from them. So 15 feet over there, and attempt to grapple.
Alright, that's a Talon attack for the Vrock. That's a miss. And an athletics check. The Hezrou will try to just shoulder barge you out of the way, and he does. He knocks you back.
See, I tried to bite it. I kept thinking I was T-Rex. I will try again. With my arms.
Alright, this time it works. The arms are much more effective, and you grab onto the Hezrou's arm.
Okay. I have 25 feet of movement left, so I'm just going to drag him.
Grabbing him by the arm, you start dragging him over.
Like, hey, pick on.
He's like thrashing around and screeching and waving his arms. Trying to bite at you. Nox.
What have we got left? Alright. Yeah, fuck it. I would try and position a shatter so that it doesn't affect Baru or Pavel. And I'll drop a level 2 shatter.
Alright, Hezrou first. He just succeeds. And he is badly bludgeoned.
That's a great shatter.
Then the Vrock also succeeds. It's wearing him down slowly but surely. Icor and feathers are just exploding like landmines all over the place.
I will.
Even though the demons are like getting killed, they're just having the time of their lives. They're laughing more than the Bolgura. They seem quite pleased with all the destruction that's going on here.
Whoa.
I will quicken spell a shocking grasp at the toad dude.
Battle Toad.
Nice.
Battled it.
It's a crit. And
Dead.
he just sort of melts in your hands, knocks to this maroon colored ichor that just floods the ground. Just nothing left but a few spines and some ichor that just sort of seep into the floor.
That's 2 kills for Nox.
It is not good day. It's good day, but not good day for me.
And a banishment.
Rolling.
And a banishment.
So, how deep is the pit again?
20. And he takes up half of it.
If I use a spell, I can like target the floor though, right? Like the floor of the pit.
Yeah.
So, this technical question: if I were to put, say, I don't know, a fireball down there, since the radius is 20 feet, like the top of the ball should only like reach like the top of the pit, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And
So
pretty
I'll
much
lean-
that the pit would just completely be filled with fire, but that's it. It wouldn't go out
Okay.
any further than that.
Then I will lean over the edge of the pit. Oh, you're not laughing at my joke anymore. Well, laugh at this then, and then I'll cast a fireball with my wand.
He just uses a single arm to shield himself, and it does not do very much at all, Roland. It barely bothers him. He's resistant,
figured.
and he makes the save. Ho ho! And he sort of yells at you.
Fool, we have been fighting devils for millennia. Do you really think I'm scared of a bit of fire?
I don't know, maybe you should be.
How about I make a necklace from your ears, elf?
A necklace with only 2 ears is not much of a necklace.
Ah!
Was that all uncommon, or is that an abyssal?
In Abyssal.
And I'm speaking with tongues, so
I'll
you
just-
can understand my half the conversation.
I'll just have to collect more ears then, won't I?
Well, you'll have to find me first, and then I'm gonna like move back this way. So hopefully he'll like climb up and he'll follow me rather than go back on Scamp and Dagger. It's my turn.
Dagger.
Okay. Come up here.
That's a hit.
See ya, Brock.
And yes, the rock pops like a water balloon, and feathers and purple-colored ichor smatter the ground.
Today is a good day.
Scamp.
Focus dagger just went. I was like, for some reason I thought it was Pavel's turn. But don't ask why. It's been a long week.
You'll be forgiven. You're forgiven, Scamp. You look down here, there's a 700-pound giant demonic ape. Spittle coming out of its jaw.
Yelling about elves and abyssal.
Its voice is just...
Can I kind of look over at Roland? Should I moonbeam down the hole?
Oh, you know, that sounds like an excellent idea, Scamp.
Okay. I don't have like hardly any damaging spells. I really
I don't
need to
either. That's
change
why
that.
I've been doing what I've been doing.
We'll go moonbeam at 3rd level, just directly into the hole.
All right.
Excellent.
It actually goes completely from the roof of this room straight down the hole, completely blocking the passage.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to use one of my steppy things to just kind of teleport over in front of Roland.
Apple.
This is annoying. This is, well, not annoying, just inconvenience. This is difficult terrain.
It's not difficult terrain.
So I'm gonna...
It's just cracked
Oh, thank God.
tiles. It's not like a big pile of rubble or nothing. It's slightly inconvenient terrain.
If only I had another 5 feet of movement, I could just shoot down from where I am. Yeah, that's on my turn.
Wasn't
I
that
guess.
25 feet? Or were you next to Nox? Where were you?
I was next to Nox.
Okay.
Yeah, I was next to Nox. Yeah, I'm just gonna end my turn here.
No action?
Dodge action.
Okay. The bogre, it roars and makes a con save with advantage.
Roll.
It's okay.
Alright, it just leaps, like literally leaps up from the hole, like with a single jump. It shakes off the moonbeam. Actually, well, it fails, but sort of shakes it off, and it just comes in at Scamp, taking the dash action, just leaping straight towards her. Ends its turn there.
Alright. At least I had to take the dash action. Good.
Brew.
Right. 10 feet to get there. Take a run across.
The moonbeam?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, you'll need to make a con save.
Why couldn't I roll that against the enemy?
Alright. Oh.
You haven't even dipped into Brew's regular hit points, I don't think. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Brew feels the cleanest he's ever been for at least a 10-day.
It smelted off all the grease.
Revealed skin's freshest layer.
All of the creatures living on Brew are dead.
I think I have 10 feet left of movement. I'll
Brews are like onions, they have layers. Alright, a grapple?
Yeah.
Bogura takes its arm back.
See, again, I was trying to use my teeth, but I'll use my arms this time.
And this time you just sort of grab onto both of his shoulders.
Do I... Should I just pull him down the... If I were to pull him into the pit, would he suffer moonbeam damage
Yes.
and or falling damage?
Oh, you won't fall because you can climb.
Right.
You'd have to like knock him prone for him to fall.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then I'll just pull him back away from.
Okay.
That's all I could do anyway. He might have reach. I don't know.
Nox.
Alright, I'll come to here. And what have I got left? So many not things left. Bucket. What's behind him, right? Yep, yeah, wow. Scamp is right behind him. Okay.
Oh yeah. I could have moved
know what?
to the other side.
Fuck it. I'm going to drop concentration on banishment for Skele, or whatever her name is. And I'm going to attempt to banish the ballroom.
Alrighty. Charisma save for Bulgura at advantage. That's a failure, I believe.
It is.
Nice.
Alright, something a little bit strange happens, Nox. You do not hear a popping sound when you banish the demon.
That should put Skele back in the table as well.
Yep, she's back. She just sort of comes back screaming. And
To a very different room.
something strange happens. There is no sort of banish to another plane sort of pop.
Okay. Cool beans. I will then just hold up a hand in the direction of Skele down there in the corner areas and just say, "Don't test us."
She, we're gonna stay in initiative because she's already been attacked, so she's now hostile. Roland.
I can't see her. Damn it. I am going to reach over and give Brew a pat on the shoulder. You know, you've been doing a very good job. So let me do this for you. And I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility on Brew.
Oh, thanks, partner.
No problem.
Wow.
And
Invisible.
invisible. Oh god. Yeah, that's my turn.
Dagger.
Oh, wait. I hope if I unmute myself. I'm gonna go invisible as my action. And then 20, 30, As a bonus action.
Scamp.
As my bonus action, I'm just going to, teleport around again because I can do that now and it's fun. Oh, but I still can't see her. Damn it. We'll just, creep up a little bit. Now I can see her. And Moonbeam, I can move over to places of a distance.
If I give you control of the token, there we go. That should help.
I can move it 60 feet. So
Damn.
I can't quite reach her.
It takes an action to do it, so
Yeah.
I mean it makes sense.
So I'm gonna. Oh. We're gonna move Moonbeam. Still, I can't get her with it. Oh, that's not the right selector. But we'll move it as close as we can down to there, and then I'm gonna go back and not be the front line of combat.
Pavel.
I'm gonna be right here. Can I see? I still can't see anything.
You can see Moonbeam.
I can see Moonbeam. Still can't see anything else. I think I'm just gonna ready an action to, like, if she comes close and swings at any of us, I'm just gonna shoot her.
Okay.
That's kind of it.
Brew.
I'd like to take a step back and then run and leap diagonally into that empty.
Okay. You, as long as you take a 10-foot run up, you can easily clear it.
Okay, and then I will dash. So 15 today.
Skele is going to look around. Fuck you all! Fuck you all!
Invisible people.
And she's gonna just sort of go into defense mode, dodging, and she's gonna like start running and avoid hazards. Quite slow though, as she is a dwarf, but she's heavily armored. She's gonna be hard to hit. Nox.
I'm going to casually walk up, and as I walk up, I'm just going to be talking out loud and say, this could have been avoided. We could have done so many things together. We could have had a beautiful relationship, as they say, and you could be walking out of here a very rich woman. But no, you had to go and be selfish. And I'm kind of trying to purvey...
You've broken our deal! You've broken our deal!
How so?
That wench has been stabbing me. It's too late for takebacks now.
Oh, no takesies backsies. Sad.
I'll murder you if I get the chance for what you've done.
That's unfortunate.
I don't mind about the whole being stabbed, but you've broken our alliance. What good are you without your word?
I did not break anything. You were the one who ran off to not defend us. To be a selfish person. I merely said not to let you leave the room.
And rightly so, I didn't defend you.
And you were the one desecrating all this dwarven heritage that you spoke so highly of. Look at that tomb. It was a relic. And what have you done?
What have I done? What have the dwarves of the surface done to our people? Where were they? When we were left to the Underdark to be thralls of Illithids? I'm just getting a bittersweet revenge. And if I have to tear through you to do that, then Dumathoin help me. And yeah, she seems beyond pissed off. You don't feel like she's gonna be talked out of this.
Fair enough.
But she does reveal that really all she cares about is just completely desecrating this entire level and temple because of some past event.
So I'm going to bonus action use my last 2 spell slots to get back a first level spell slot, or probably first 2 sorcery points to create a first level spell slot, and then I'm going to use it to cast Chromatic War Batter.
All right, you're at disadvantage, and she holds up her shield. The Chromatic Orb bounces straight off.
Fair enough. It's worth a shot.
Roland, there's something coming from the north.
Oh
The cloakers are flying in quite quickly towards your direction.
Everyone, we might have a slight issue. And as I say that, let's see. Let me. Oh, yeah, I'm only gonna be able to get cloakers. But I'll throw a fireball on them.
Okay. As the cloakers are sort of whizzing in, fireball explodes in between them, and they try to flutter out of the way. The closer one is just hit directly with it, and it gets scorched. The other one sort of strafes to the side and shields itself with its wing, making half damage.
And also remember that there is still a Balgura that is not completely gone. Is it like getting across this rope difficult terrain?
It is. The rope is now dangling down the hole.
Oh.
Brew was holding the other side of it, and he's let go of it at some stage.
Gotcha.
Well, and it would have got moonbeamed.
I don't think
No?
Moonbeam
Moonbeam
Damn,
wouldn't
I just-
affect it.
melt the rope.
I'm trying to not take responsibility for it.
The Bulgura probably grabbed it and knocked it down.
Yeah.
Right?
Still in the hole.
It's dangling down there still on that
Right.
other side.
Sorry, Seb. I didn't mean to cut you.
So yeah, Roland might be in a little bit of trouble. He can't cross that hole. Yeah.
Can't you with the rope?
Back up.
They're both like dangling down into the pit, so
Oh.
My turn now.
It's your turn.
Yep.
yeah.
That's a miss.
Damn it.
The rapier just hits her armor.
Wow.
It's a 14.
She's
dodging.
dodging, so
Oh.
She wears
Well,
plate mail
she
and a
can't
shield.
see me.
Yeah,
Well,
so
yeah, but she was dodging.
Advantage and disadvantage cancel each other
I forgot
out.
about the dodge.
She inadvertently intercepts your attack.
Okay, I will disengage to back here then. Not that a 14 would have hit with her armor anyway.
Oh, with the advantage of being invisible, 22 should have hit. It was the dodge that hurt you.
Well, doesn't dodge only affect if she can see me?
Nope. It doesn't care about sight. Dodge.
It says any attack roll made against you has a disadvantage if you can see the attacker.
Oh. Okay. In that
Game
case,
changer.
yes, actually, in that case, Dagger, I missed
Game
that.
changer.
Then she's not able to just randomly flail around her shield and block your attack. That would hit her. Alright, you stab her,
Good to know.
and she's starting to look a bit injured now.
Okay. Well, I disengage 5 foot back.
Scamp.
I'm gonna take the dash action so that I can back up and then jump across this pit. And then I am going to.
Oh, I was supposed to roll all these creatures into initiative as well.
Oh,
Forgot. You can go after the cloaker though, Scamp, because you already started your
Okay.
turn now. I mean, the cloaker can go after you because you already started your turn. That's what I meant to say.
okay. I'm gonna. Because I've heard Roland do this so many times. I'm gonna look at him. Is it okay if I touch you?
I won't say no.
Alright, and then I'm going to use my last of this for the day to cause him to move up to 30 feet. And I'm going to send you across the pit over. We'll send you right behind Pavel.
Whoosh. Ah, that was an interesting experience.
And
Thank you,
then
Scamp.
40, 45, and I'm going to park there, preparing to jump back across.
Alright, these cloakers just like cursing in undercommon. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why did you fireball me? Just yelling very, very angrily. And it just like flies in. And when it does sort of yell out, Skele just sort of yells, "Help! Help!" And the cloaker aggressively dashes up to you, Scamp. And the cloaker is has all these spectral phantasms sort of starting to form around it. And as you guys know, if they're in dim light, if they're not in bright light, they have phantasms, like a mirror image surrounding them. Not only that, you can hear some grumbles of Duragar and some heavy armor clinking forward. Duragar dashed to investigate what's happening. Pavel.
Calculations. Pavel's mine. Run. Does he have still that little weird thing that you said where he can? He's in dim light, so yeah, it probably does.
It's only the bright light that sort of dispels it. Has to be bright light. Impossible to track which one is the real cloaker. There's like 4 of them.
Got it. Pavel, ever since the Griffin flying, just in general, always wanted to do this. I don't know if it's a good situation, but either way, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna cast Fly on myself.
Alright, using Tiralai?
Using Tiralai, yes.
I will allow it, says Tiralai.
What?
Suggesting
You
that,
allowed you allowed me to cast it on Sigurd!
suggesting that she has some sort of control over. Yes, so well, you did get all those pretty gemstones for me, and we can't have these foul Duragar wrecking up the place now, can we? They might wreck up gemstones, which is more important than any filthy dwarven relics.
Jesus.
Thank you, Tiralai. I greatly appreciate it. That was my action. I'm flying. I'm gonna move. I have like 60 move speed with fly? Or?
Yep, gives you
Yeah,
60
duration.
feet move speed.
So what's the highest this place can be? Well, it doesn't matter. I can just float anyways.
The ceiling is 10 feet high.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly 10 feet up. Well, I guess it doesn't really need to be. So, whatever. And yeah, just gonna tell Scamp grab on and ready from when I can shoot at this thing later on. Oh nope, that's not what I wanted. Hold up. There you go.
Alright, this cloaker also just sort of comes in with an angry scowl on its face. Ah! Who's doing the fireballs? Yelling out in undercommon. The elf! Kill the elf! Cloaker!
Roland turns around. What elf?
And the cloaker just starts to moan. And everything sort of shudders a little bit. And when it moans, like, air's sort of vibrating. And Scamp and Pavel each have to make a wisdom saving throw. Roland, it doesn't affect you though, surprisingly. You're not close enough.
Oh no. Luckily I have luck.
And Duragar don't seem to be affected by it either. In fact, no one is affected by it. The cloaker just angrily, "You're dead, elf," it says in deep speech.
Again, Roland looks around. What elf?
We're coming, Skele! You hear a dwarf yell out as they're a bit behind the cloakers with their slow movement speed. Rune.
Right. I will move over next. And hopefully, being invisible, be able to swing a shield at her.
That's a hit.
I don't think it would have mattered if you were invisible or not.
Alright, you whack her with the shield.
I wasn't sure if the invisibility would cover his smell, so it might not be as effective. I'll use a bonus action to attempt to grab. Oh wait, no. Can I say no? Can I pull that back?
Sure.
Did I? Thank you. I'll use my other attack to attempt to grab.
Okay.
Yeah, that can be my other attack roll.
Alright, she's going to try to push you away, but nope. You grab onto her arm.
We have the saddest little grappling contest. Push. And I have 35 feet left, so I'll move 10 feet up. And then as a bonus action, Brew, he'll get like some sort of maybe glazed look to his eyes, touched expression, and use a zealous presence. I think I'm within 60 feet. Tempest rides his white steed into. So I'll pick everybody else.
Alright, you let out a war cry. Everyone has advantage on attack rolls and saves for a turn.
Awesome.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
And I'll use my last 5 feet to move, or my last 10 feet, 15 really, but to move over there and pull her away from Nox in case he doesn't.
What is your
Okay, if you
war
don't-
cry, Brew?
Chicken!
Well, that time.
Lay
No,
on.
you're definitely. He's not even raging at the moment, so it would. He's in priest mode. I think he thinks he's a priest, a grapply priest right now. So he just showed something about Tempest's war horse. How it's white. Apparently, the white.
Hello, I saw a white.
When he rides the white one, he's happy, or your side will win, according to the lore that I was reading. Okay, sorry. That's what I'm doing.
Roland just
Just-
looks in that direction very curiously. Huh?
So yeah, I'll drag.
Okay. Skele just sort of kicks and screams, "Get off of me!" And no use dodging now. She's gonna have to turn invisible. She vanishes. And she will then she's got her own sort of she's got her own sort of war cry too, actually. Scouring instruction. Actually, no, that's her reaction. Never mind. She's got another one, and it's not going to help her at the moment. So she doesn't do anything. All she does is turn
invisible person.
invisible.
So we've gone over this. The invisibility thing is kind of more like Predator, where they're hard to see, but you can kind of see them.
No, it's more like you can't see them at all, but you can hear them.
Okay.
They're
I still see
completely. There's
Bruce
nothing
hand
there.
outstretched.
You see
He's obviously-
maybe like footprints on the ground. You can hear them. No, you're not. If you're in combat
You
and
can
you're not
smell brew.
stealthing, you're making noise. You're panting. You're breathing. You're grunting.
Cool.
You're making some sort of noise. You're yelling out chicken.
Chicken.
I will
But yeah, it pretty
try and
much.
shocking grasp this bitch.
Okay, she's got metal
That's-
armor, so advantage and disadvantage. But you missed. You just grab the air.
I had advantage anyways because of Brew's war cry.
You did. Chicken.
I will. Ooh, do I want to risk the? Yeah, forget it. I'll take the step back.
She does not attack you.
Okay.
Rolling.
All right. Let's see. Yep, I can get both the cloakers again. So that is what.
It is the elf! They yell out in deep speech.
I turn around. What elf? I don't understand.
Alright, let's need to check their phantasm. Okay.
That's a good fireball roll.
Even with an AoE, I think they still get their phantasm. Let me just
One of them
double check
does
this.
not.
That's sad.
He is in bright light, for I am with my torch.
Oh, let me take. Oh yeah, that closer one. So, all right. Let me just see. Unaffected. Can't see. Relies on senses other than sight. Okay. So this one. Let me just roll to see if it's going to be its phantasm. It's not its phantasm. You hit the correct one. Fails to cover it. And the other one's phantasm is sort of gone. The closer one gets horribly scorched, failing the saving throw. But the one to the back, it's able to shield itself in time, sort of covering it with its covering its body with its leathery wings to sort of block the fireball. And oh, what happened to the damage? There we go. That cloaker is left raised.
All right. The tip of the wand is like kind of glowing red, and it's hot to the touch. Ooh, probably should put that away. Just put it back in my. Just like put it back in my coat. And kind of roll around so they can't see me. And that's my turn.
We're coming, Skele!
Another door guy runs up. Dagger.
I'm coming up here. Stabby stab.
Advantage and disadvantage and a
You can
miss.
see him.
I could. Can't I see her?
Oh yeah, well,
She has
yeah.
blind sight.
Still a miss. Anyway, 19 does not hit her.
19 doesn't hit her.
Ooh.
Disengage.
The rapier just hits a part of her plate mail.
That sucks.
And
Scamp.
Going to hidden step this time. Invisible, and hopefully this thing doesn't have blind sight, because now I'm gonna go run across the pit.
Okay. You're safe. And you jump across.
Hey, I'm gonna move Moonbeam right over her.
Alright.
Where's that elf?
And Cloak is
I love
going
that this is a
to
running joke.
provoke from you, Pavel.
It's just too funny.
I'm gonna
No,
slash
why?
go to her alive.
And it's going to
Because
sort of
I
get
have her
up
up this
here, and then it's going to sort of bump into Scamp. And Pavel, you miss. And Scamp, you're sort of blocking it there, so doesn't like that. But it's going to excuse you this time because it hates Roland. And it takes the dash action. Dashes up to Roland.
Oh, hello there.
I'm here, Skele!
Says with this like evil voice. And Durga come running, taking the dash action. One of them makes his way into this hallway. Pavel.
Death. Maybe I just need to. Pavel's mind. He's thinking maybe I just need to get a use this swinging sword because that's so good right now. And I'm gonna swing again.
That hits. And you slash the cloaker's flesh. That attack. Phantasms
One more
are just
time.
dispelled, revealing the true cloaker as you draw near. That hits as well. You slash it again, whoosh, cutting through its leathery flesh. It's close to death.
And one more shot for the good luck for bonus action.
That is a direct hit. Good thing you had advantage on those attacks.
I know.
It just sort of turns around. Who is slashing me now? And its head turns and just like the pistol just goes into its mouth. And you just like blow its head away.
Awesome.
Execution! And then
Slaps onto the
that's
ground.
where it was. Okay,
By
cool.
the way,
With 33.
Pavel, is Tirlai a? Is it a +1 weapon?
Sadly, no. It is a sort of sharpness, though. So for every reason,
Okay.
if I roll a 20, a natural 20, which by God in my life won't happen again,
It's
I'll
coming.
be a whole.
One of these days. The double 20s.
I love being able to fly. And honestly, this whole time, if anyone paid attention, Pavel just has a smile on his face because he loves flying ever since the Griffin. The time
I
with the
would
Griffin
love
part. Yeah, Tyler and Knox, you know, the Griffin story. It brings a smile on his face.
Pavel, I'm soaked with blood, and all you can do is smile. You better wipe me clean on that dwarf's beard when you're done.
I was going to wipe you after this battle's over, but sure.
Alright,
Just
this
disrespect while the dwarf is still standing there.
this
Hold still.
cloaker flies in, sort of squeezing here, and roar, just tries to bite you on the face, Pavel. And it does. And it wraps around your head, biting you for 13 piercing damage. Alright, while it's wrapped around your head, you're blind, and you cannot breathe.
Ooh.
And then its tail whips up behind it.
Wait. Ah, man, I should have done this. Can I still use luck?
Okay. Use
thank you.
point of
So,
luck, and it will re-roll. 19.
That's fine, because I can use my reaction for shield.
Okay.
So I'd rather have that than it, suffocate me and kill me.
Alright.
Sure.
In that case, you just sort of... the cloak is going to have to move back here. And yeah, it just sort of unravels. As it starts to wrap itself around the shield, it's just sort of shunted backwards with the last of its movement. It still comes in with its tail at you regardless, Pavel. And
Damn.
it slashes you for 11 damage with the tail, just slices it across you. This Duragar moves up, and he roars, and he's going to enlarge himself to the size of an ogre. Prue.
Right. I'd like to move myself 10 feet north. Just leaving her at the edge of the moonbeam there. And, yeah, with Brew will say something like, with both of us being invisible, it's hard to tell what I'm grabbing onto here. No offense. And he like grabs himself, like grapples his own leg, maybe. A swing last word at her a couple times.
Just hearing, you feel like you've just learned every dwarven swear word possible. And you hit her. Alright, you whack her with the shield. And you swing again. That second attack just clings off armor. She remains invisible as well. And she makes a con save with advantage from the moonbeam. Alright, the moonbeam...
I only roll well when it's through.
It doesn't do a whole lot.
Wow.
She maintains her concentration on her invis. And she is just going to realize that she's probably not going to get out of here, so she's going to do as much damage as she can now. And she's going to attack you, Brew, with her hammer.
Bring it.
And she misses with that first attack. She becomes visible. It attacks you again, and then now it's at disadvantage. And that misses. And she swings again. Third attack, she misses, and then she uses call to attack. And 3 of her allied Duragars can make weapon attacks with their reaction. The Duragar next to you, Pavel, it swings its war pick at you. And it hits you for 5 piercing damage. The enlarged one throws a enlarged javelin at you, Pavel. And the regular attack, just in range, not to be disadvantaged, that misses. And another Duragar is going to throw its javelin at you at disadvantage. The small... Oh, that's not supposed to be enlarged. So, I need to take off 2d6 from that. Because he's not enlarged, so it will be -8 from that. So 6 piercing damage, Pavel. No, disadvantage, never mind. That just misses. Altogether.
Oh, okay.
And that's the end of Skele's turn. That was her war cry. Actually, She's got one reaction that she's going to do just before your turn. Sorry, Nox. She's going to use Scouring Instruction. And the Durgar that missed you rolls a d6. And he's like sort of flooded with psychic energy. Avel. So he takes that much damage and adds that to his attack roll. Still misses you with a 17, so. Ah! That's it. That was just her instruction. Nox.
Alright, I'm gonna do something that's gonna be possibly really interesting. So that's 10, 15. I'm gonna look over my shoulder and mimic as if I'm doing like a crazy like incantation moment and like wave my hand in a mystic way. And I'm just gonna drop concentration on banishment. Bring the ball back.
Okay. Alright, it comes back here. With a roar. And
But the hope is that they all think I summoned it.
The Volgora just sort of roars. The Durgar just sort of make this noise.
And then I'm gonna reach out and
they're pretty shocked and surprised by that.
I'm gonna take 2 fingers and literally try and shock Skele right on the forehead.
Oh man!
Nice,
buddy.
Wait, we forgot to check out stuff. The stuff she has.
All right, she gets the chair. Smoke comes out of her ears, and down she goes.
Racking up the kills today.
Moonbeam's just slowly like dissolving her physical body. Just melting around her armor.
Alright, so my question here, does the Balgura completely block off the passage for Pavel?
Yep.
Shit.
No moving by the Balgura.
Well, that changes things.
Is that true even with Pavel flying?
Yep. It takes
It's only a
up
10-foot high.
Yeah, it's only 10 feet, so completely blocks the entire passage.
I think that what I'm going to do here is I still want Brew to be invisible because I think that's hilarious and great. Just gonna pop around the corner here and 'cause I really don't like these cloakers. I'm just gonna viciously mock that cloak.
Okay. It's in the bright light. And fails. Disadvantage on its next attack.
And that I'm going to step back around the corner again, and that's my turn.
Alright, this Durgar just sort of peers like into the corridor. Ah. I'm sorry, Skele! But you have destroyed our whole clan! And may your dwarven god bless ye. I'm out. Fuck this. And he runs off.
You know she's dead, right?
If only I can understand that.
Daka. He sort of just yells out, "We are safer in the Underdark!"
30. I will bonus action dash. I'm going to shoot him with my crossbow.
That's a hit. Alright, the bolt sort of bounces off the booger a bit, bruising it. Does resist the attack.
Yeah. That's fine. I still... Come over here.
Scamp.
I'm gonna stick Moonbeam right on top of the Volgara, and then kind of vacate the hallway. She was gonna go hide behind Nox, but then had a change of heart and went to hide behind Bro.
Except he's invisible.
The invisible Bro.
He's probably grunting. He's probably not good at being visible.
There's smell. She's got high perception.
Alright, this door guy just shakes his head. Aye, the demons, killer adventurers, I've had enough of this! And he goes to run by the cloaker. The cloaker blocks him.
No, you stay. Kella took me in and looked after me. We're not going anywhere without avenging her death.
Yeah, then I'll cut through you too, beastie! And the Durgar attacks the cloaker.
Alright then.
And misses.
Womp womp.
Pavel.
Pavel clearly seeing the Durgar giving up. He's just gonna focus on his attention on the one thing that actually scared him, because without the luck I would have, without slipping by, the cloaker would have gotten me, so damn it, I'm not in good range and shit.
Yeah, Pavel, you've somehow managed to find yourself stuck between the demon and the cloaker.
I'm gonna this is such a decision. Okay, I'm gonna quickly. Yeah. Okay. If I can I use my interrupt object to wipe Chirlai on the Drigger's beard without hurting him? Hopefully.
Not if he's alive, no.
Okay then, I'm just gonna put in my entire object Chirlai back in the scabbard, and just hold the pistol two hands and start firing at the cloaker. And poop.
That hits. Alright, you shoot the cloaker once. Break off a piece of
twice.
its flesh. And you hit it again with that second attack.
And then bonus action for good luck.
And that's another hit. Just decimating the cloaker, riddling it with bullets. It's almost dead.
Curses. And yeah, I'm just gonna stay here and enjoy my situation, because I like it.
The Bogura makes a con save, and it comes out of the banishment just infuriated. It just stays in the moonbeam as it gets churned away, and it just starts recklessly attacking Pavel in a bloody rage with advantage. First attack is a miss. Second attack hits for 11 bludgeoning damage.
Shield.
Okay. Shield goes up and blocks the Bulgura's fist, and the Bulgura tries to bite you.
Wait, no, it still hit me. If it has disadvantage, wouldn't it still hit me with 24?
It would. So don't worry about shield then. You take 21 bludgeoning damage
Sorry
from the
about
next
that.
two attacks. 11 and then 10.
Don't forget to put the spell slot back for yourself. Pavel.
Well, the Constitution roll itself, right? The Concentration check.
Yep.
21. There you go. Damn.
Oh, and you'll need to roll another one. You have 2 saving throws. You got hit twice there. And the
So just
Bulgur
roll-
is gonna end its turn there. A con save, that'll be.
Got it. Wow.
You drop concentration on fly, and you float to the ground. The cloaker just slashes its tail at you, Pavel. And it hits you for 5 slashing damage. And then it's going to try and bite the Durgar on the face. But it seems a little bit blind from the light. And it just horribly misses. It was at disadvantage as well. This Durgar just gives up. Ah, there ain't nothing here but death, man! And he like starts running off, turning invisible as he does. Brew.
Bruce, a bit curious about that hammer that Skele dropped. Can I pick that up and?
It's
use it?
a warhammer.
All right. I'd like to scoop it up and then run over, jump across. And if I may, swing recklessly with it at the. I don't know. I wouldn't. But yeah, reckless attack.
Okay.
It's just a regular.
A warhammer. I think it does like 1d8 damage. If it is magical, well, you wouldn't be
We'll
able
find
to use the properties unless you identified it, even if it was magical.
Oh.
You have to identify an item to be able to use it properly.
That's fair.
You take a swing, and that is a miss. Second attack hits, and you sort of just bash the Bulgur on the back. Knocks.
Alright, I'm going to take a couple steps forward, and as I walk forward, I reach into my belt, pull out the Wand of Binding, and I hold it forward, and I'm going to spend 5 charges to cast Hold Monster on the Bulgur. DC 17.
Okay, Hold Monster. The Wisdom save with advantage, and the Bulgur fails and becomes paralyzed. Completely stops moving.
And then he's just saying, I think it's time for you to stop. No! Bad dog.
Rolling.
Let's put another vicious mockery on that cloaker.
Alright, it roars again. It takes more psychic damage.
Good roll.
And slip back around the corner. It's my turn.
Dagger.
Well, not much I can do on this side of the pit other than shoot, so.
It's gonna have advantage. I mean, the assassin, because we're.
Well, no, it's an automatic crit if it hits.
That too.
Only melee attacks, I think.
Any attack
No, it's
within
just-
5 feet. But
Oh.
doesn't matter if it's range or melee, but if you're not within 5 feet, you don't get the crit.
Dagger, if you can get across.
That hits.
I can't.
Right, you sink another very well placed bolt into the Bulgur's head, and the bolt just sticks into its cheek through one of its eyes, and it turns around to you with a dripping ichor face and just roars at you, Dagger. Still somehow alive. Well, it slowly tilts its head, like slightly, in its paralyzed state. Scamp.
I have a 9 strength. I am not making it across that.
Could I ready an action to move the moonbeam after the Bulgara's turn?
Sure.
Okay.
You might want to move it now.
So I'll just ready the action, and I'll move it after the Bulgara's turn, so that hopefully it'll take damage. And then I want to move it.
It can't be after the Bulgara's turn, because you can't perceive turns. So, well, it has to be some perceivable effect, Scamp.
Like maybe it's death?
Whatever you can think of.
After the Bulgara... Can I
Can it
just
be
say
after
after the
he
Bulgara
attacks?
takes damage?
Okay.
Do I have to specify what causes the damage?
No.
Because my fear is, I guess, if Pavel attacks it and kills it. But if Pavel causes it damage, then hopefully I can still move it. I want to make sure it dies.
Okay. Well, that's a trigger. When it takes damage, you can choose to move it or save your reaction. Up to you.
I'll just move up there.
Alright, this Duragar just tries to fight his way through the cloaker. Misses. Pavel.
Having fallen down from flying, he's gonna use interrupted object, take out his second pistol, look at the Bulgara, and just say, "Did you just stop me from flying? My favorite thing in the goddamn world?" And he's just gonna shoot him point blank, hopefully with a crit. Well, yeah, it's gonna be crit automatically if I hit. So, yeah, most likely I'm gonna hit.
That hits. Alright, the Bulgara just explodes over Brew. Just painting him with this orange and blue ichor that soon turns invisible when it sort of latches onto his skin.
So
And Scamp, you can use your reaction now if you like.
Stick that there.
Okay.
You're gonna hit the cool guy. Once he Pavel points the gun and shoots at Bulgaria at the same time, simultaneously, he's gonna aim for the cloaker and fire with his other pistol.
That hits. And another bullet is sunk into the cloaker, but it does not die.
And then finally, with the one on his left, he's just gonna quickly shoot while loading.
That hits. And you sink a bullet into that Duragar. Sort of just glances him.
Rolling natural ones. Shit. And yeah, in my turn.
Alright, the cloaker, it just gets melted away. This giant Duragar continues to run off, and he's gone.
Well, I'll run up and swing at that last Duragar there.
Whoa, bro, we don't have to. He's just running away.
Oh.
Yeah!
You
Okay.
can still do it if you want. I mean, I'm just.
No have to kill me!
He says in common.
No kill me! Me no kill you!
Okay, Brew just sort of goes like, meh. Tempest only likes fair fights.
Ah! And the moonbeam just melts him away.
The moonbeam. Oh god.
He should have said that in common sooner.
Brew just like stands there chatting with Pavel, like, well, I don't think, should we, I don't know, maybe we should. Alright, I'll leave him, oh, okay. I guess it doesn't really-
Okay.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think you just. Yeah, he's
I'll
He's gone
drop
from mortal coil.
invisibility.
For the
Oh.
demons, you guys get to 170 XP. For the Durgar and the Cloaker, you'd already received the experience points. And we will take a 10-minute break now and see what is left when we get back. I'll see you guys soon.
Okay.
Just so everyone knows,
Yes.
Nox is dripping sweat. He looks tired,
I'd imagine.
exhausted. Well, I am spent. No sorcery points, no spell slots. I am done.
Yeah, I saw all those banishments, man. I assumed, like, damn. And then the 5th level freaking shatters, like, whoa.
Well, as soon as I realized thunder damage did better, I was like, yeah, done. I can do this.
Scamp looks remarkably well rested, and I think I've used 2 spell slots. But I also wasn't here for last session, so I didn't have any of your Big B's hand troubles.
Yes, the big B hands was amazing.
Okay, it's kind of funny. Like, I feel like anytime we actually end up doing something really epic, like epic moments, it's so much overkill. For example, when we fought the clay golem, and we just basically made Zig like an impenetrable, just behemoth of a creature with a haste and holy weapon and blah blah blah, and just like dumped all that stuff. It was like kind of way too much overkill. But then you have moments like this where it's like, oh, it would have been really nice to have conserved a couple of things, but look, we're just gonna make it work. It's gonna be awesome. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I keep telling myself I need to, like, take more damage spells because all of my shit is concentration. But then I don't, because I'm like, oh, well, Scamp wouldn't take that, Scamp wouldn't take that. And I really should, though. My only spells that I have that are damaging, I have Call Lightning, which is not going to fit in these tiny rooms, and I should honestly unprepare. And then I have Moonbeam, and I have Conjure Woodland Beings, and Polymorph. All of which are concentration. I do think Tyrannosaurus brew definitely helped with controlling at least the damage there for a good couple of rounds.
Oh, that was key.
Oh yeah, he did a major damage soak. So they weren't attacking anybody else.
I mean, I've come to recognize the fact that the way I play Nox, I am, while Brew is meant to be our damage, like our damage soak, I am the one who's probably going to be garnishing the most attention. Like, I'm going to draw the most aggro. So, outside of like the occasional times when Roland or Scamp does something that's just horribly aggravating.
Oh, Roland is really good at pissing off enemies, so.
Yeah, I think between Nox and Roland, Scamp usually escapes unscathed.
Look, it's fine. Keep us alive.
Even Dagger
That's all that
escapes unscathed compared to you two.
Yeah, I mean, most of the spells I have are support because it's like Healing Spirit, Lesser Restoration, Greater Restoration, Mass Cure Wounds, Regular Cure Wounds,
So,
Water Breathing. It's, yeah.
I actually had a moment where I was like really kind of upset because I had Skele banished, but I wanted to haste Brew T-Rex and Pavel. I was like, I don't want her to go too far. I don't want her to get become annoying. Fuck.
She would have went invisible and tried to run the moment Brew popped out of T-Rex form. So I think that was good. I thought for sure that the demon was going to go back into the statue. Because when you guys were fighting him last session, I think it was the big guy, when he caught on to what you were doing, he said something about that was the spell that caused him to get stuck in the statue in the first place.
Well. Oh, something to think about, and that Roland did not think about at all. A good combo for next time. You could make Tyrannosaurus Brew happen, and then Roland could come up and pat it on the tail and make it a Invisibrew Tyrannosaurus Brew.
That
was
would
gonna-
be amazing.
No. And holy weapon.
So
Tyrannosaurus Brew.
his teeth are just glowing.
I'm like, you know.
Well, it already does incredible damage, so giving it advantage on all of its attacks is pretty good.
I feel like the advantage, like if you had to choose Holy Weapon, if I had to choose, I would say Holy Weapon's a better choice for that.
Yeah,
Mainly
but also
because-
Holy Weapon is a 5th level spell, while Greater Invisibility is only 4th level, so I have more of those.
Fair enough, yeah.
And
Um,
actually, the disadvantage on the attacks would be an even gooder.
Yeah, so-
gooder. But yeah,
It's,
because
You invis him, but you have to wait till I haste him, so that we can have all the things.
Okay, so
the
she...
buffs.
Dude, that would be crazy.
Polymorph, haste, invisible.
So, yeah, a Tyrannosaurus Rex that could bite twice and hit with the tail once. That would be insane amounts of damage.
Very savage and very
Well,
tanky. Too.
on stuff that on stuff that's
Yeah, not magic.
not resistant to just normal damage.
Which I think
I
most
mean,
of the
it's-
stuff we're coming up against now probably is going to be resistant,
Well, I mean-
unfortunately.
Not everything. Most of the humanoids we face off against aren't resistant.
This is true.
So, like, if we come up on like a big, like, crowd of, just to throw a race out there, drow. You know,
I can't
a-
imagine running into those.
You know,
Drow?
like
Oh.
that time we did almost 2-session fight with
Dude.
them.
Do
Well, I mean-
T-Rexes swallow their, like, do they eat their whatever they're biting? Because-
Yeah, no, it's not like I think the toads have that or something. Giant toad. Yeah, it
I was about to say,
doesn't.
'cause that would be amazing too, because just an invisible T-Rex running around and then Drow just disappearing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I
like,
could do a
half
giant
cow.
toad, I think. Maybe.
Like if one is bitten in half, suddenly you just see like the top half of a drow disappear.
Look, I just imagine
Gnarly.
like that scene in Jurassic Park when the person gets bitten and the T-Rex just shakes it a little bit and you just see the legs hanging out.
Oh yeah.
Just these
Like a-
floating legs dangling.
Like a terrier. Like a duck.
Boop 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 boop.
Yeah, I could turn you into a giant toad, but it's
Might improve
much
the smell.
easier to hit
Once the
die.
once I get Cherylized charges back, I can turn someone else to a T-Rex.
Oh.
Double T.
No,
I
no,
was
no.
thinking about
Double T-Rex.
taking...
No.
Oh.
Hear me out. Double T-Rex, twin haste.
Oh!
Ziggurat
Unfortunately, I can't make two people greater invisible invis, but
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Upcast.
Insane.
greater invisibility is not upcastable. Invisibility is, but not greater invis.
Fair enough.
We start doing that, and then suddenly there's always monsters behind the casters that come in to knock them out of concentration.
Hey
Yeah.
man, I got like a +6 to my constitution. It'll be good. Unless I roll 1 or 2, 3.
See, that's
4.
my problem. That's why I try to stay like away from the fighting for the most part because my con saves are awful. I only
Mine
have
are
a
two.
I only
Can't
have a
be
plus
worse
1
than
on my con
mine.
saves. I only have a
That's-
+1 on my con saves.
Mine are
so
also
yeah.
a +1.
I took concentration as like as a sorcerer. Concentration is one of your token saves. So I have a +5,
Yeah.
which helps a lot.
I'm gonna take Warcaster the next time we can do a feat, which should help a little bit.
I have a +2 only because of my ring. Otherwise, it would be a 1.
How's everyone doing?
Okay.
Great.
Good.
All right. This fight with the demons and the Durgar has ended, and everyone is looking okay. There are some small cracks in the tile. These statues have been shattered. The tomb to the south has been utterly desecrated. And, the few Durgar that remained had fled. Probably run off back to the Underdark.
So just to
Yeah.
go over a couple of quick housekeeping. Myself, I would have probably Nox would have been like, oh, we need to check to receive the hand of the king from Skele's body, as well as
True.
just loot her for good shit.
Of course. Alright, Skele wears plate mail. Did it for a dwarf. Anyone want to take that?
How
Nah.
much does plate mail weigh?
I think it's like 60 pounds.
Throw it in the back.
We could
of
sell-
holding.
We could sell it for a higher price, 1,500 GP.
That's not bad, yeah, actually.
Okay. Plate mail. Just note that it's fitted for a dwarf.
Dwarven plate mail.
Yeah. She wears a gem-studded cloak, fit for a king. Tiralai takes interest in that. It's worth
Oh, gotta go back.
750 GP.
What's the stones on it? July.
There is a variety of different stones.
She can tell what the stones are and their worth.
There is just about every gemstone that you can imagine.
Diamonds.
There are.
No.
There is a diamond. There is
Babel.
one of each different gemstone: a banded agate, a moss agate, a carnelian, a citrine, an amethyst, a lapis lazuli, a moonstone, a pearl, a diamond, an emerald, some quartz, partridge in a pear tree.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's one of just about every diamond in existence.
Sorry
It's his,
about that.
his needy girlfriend makes him.
That's not all. She has many more treasures to behold. She has a pack. She had a pack on. And
Ooh.
she also has this small gold figurine of a female elf holding up the symbol of a sun.
Roland will snag that.
I thought you would. Reminds you of your heritage, Roland. Very nice. Very nice. She also has a couple of items in this grey soot-stained sack that's like sort of folded up in her pack. There is an onyx smoking pipe, a fist-sized diamond, a red crystal tankard, an elven warrior's golden gauntlet, Roland, and a golden belt with an obsidian buckle and studs. All of it looks like it was stolen from maybe the reliquary or some of the treasuries here. The Durgar has been doing some plundering. 75 GP for the pipe, 1000 GP for the diamond, tankard 250, gauntlet 250, buckle 250.
Damn, that diamond. I'm surprised Tiralai didn't want that.
Don't show her.
It's too big. A fist?
No woman says that.
How is someone going to wield such beauty like me with that clunky, oversized gemstone? But I'll be happy to cut it down into smaller pieces, though.
Do we have to, Tirelai? I mean, maybe we can trade it in for smaller diamonds so we can put it on your hilt.
Don't encourage her.
Excuse me? Did you suggest that I'm not worthy of such a magnificent gemstone, Pavel? I'm offended.
I'm not saying you're not worth it. I'm saying it's the fact that it does not fit on there, and we want to adorn you with as many wonderful accessories as we can.
That's
So
why I suggested
I'd
cutting
rather
it
have-
down.
But how do we know if we cut it down it's going to be able to fit? I mean, I'm no jeweler, I think.
Oh, I can see quite clearly. I can do precision cuts. It's my specialty. Don't worry about that. You'll do that for me tonight, won't you, Pavel? On your rest?
Can we do it now? Cause
even
I
better.
kind of
Yes.
cause I got something to do when we long rest. Cause it's something important, but that's a different story.
All right.
Well, no, I
now
just
it's
hold my hand
good.
up and I just. Pavel, you're talking to yourself again. What do you want to cut? I do not. Why would you want to cut the diamond? The diamond is beautiful. Why would you want to cut it down?
The sword's telling me cut it down, and
You
I
can
felt
tell
it more
the
than-
sword to-
Make a charisma check, Pavel. The sword is making a demand.
I knew it. I was gonna tell Nox right now. Sometimes I feel it tugging my mind.
You have to make
Well,
an
I
opposed
am-
charisma check with Tiralai.
I'm grabbing the diamond.
I'm using luck.
We'll
this,
see.
this has to be worth
We'll
it.
see if Pavel will allow you, because the sword has a mind of its own, literally.
Well, Pavel
using-
doesn't have the diamond.
I'm using my last luck point to see if I can roll higher than this, and I know might not work, but it's something. It's something. Hopefully, come on.
All right, Tiralai is pretty charismatic.
I know.
All right, the sword is able to make that demand of you. So, Pavel, we will put 1/4 of that diamond in my pommel now.
Well, I can't really, you'd see Pavel just kind of shut off for a moment. His eyes go white or blank, I guess, and you see him ready to rely up, and no matter what, he doesn't say anything. He just goes to find a diamond and slice it.
And Dagger, you want to keep the diamond from Pavel?
Yeah.
Would Tirelai know where it is?
Yep, Tiralai can see just as well as you guys. Tell her
Do I have any?
the diamond belongs on me. A thing of beauty, not stuffed in a bag where it cannot be seen.
So when Tirelai takes me over, do I still have my own free will? Or
Tirelai
is it
hasn't-
kind of like a?
Taking you over. Tiralai's just made a demand.
Oh.
That's all.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind then. Forget everything. I guess Dagger. I gotta have that diamond. It's not the matter of the fact that I want to, the sword wants to, and I don't want to do this. Trust me, I don't. I really don't. I want to save this diamond to get other small diamonds so we could put into the hilt, but this thing wants this now.
Well, it's the parties, not the swords.
Is she saying I'm not a part of the party, Pavel? I see how
No,
it is. I'm just a
in
sword.
his mind, he's saying, no, Tirelai, no, you're
Pavel,
an important member of the
Pavel,
party.
My friend. How much of this diamond does you want to cut it down? But how big does it need to be?
How big? I guess, well, she can hear it, so
One
Tirelai,
quarter
how much-
shall suffice.
he says that. Pavel says that.
Okay. Then let us work together. If we need to satisfy the raging diamond need,
Listen, I'm willing to
Then-
compromise. I'll have every single one of the gems on that cloak instead. How does that sound?
Where are we gonna put all those gems on though, Tirlai?
On my pommel, on my handle, on my crossguard, and on my blade.
But I think there's more than enough gems in there than to do that and leftovers.
I want to ask Dagger if she could evaluate the worth of the diamond
Pavel.
if a whole quarter of it was removed.
Our relationship so far has been good. You do not want to get into a special hug with me.
That's
What?
cold.
I don't.
We had an
Are you
agreement.
gonna give me a hickey?
Let's just say I can lop things off. Now, I demand beauty. And I must be seen. I must improve myself with the best gemstones you have. I'll be quite satisfied. 750 gold worth of gemstones. Well, I'm compromising.
I just pull the cloak out of the bag and just hand it to him. Like, Pavel, here, take it. Take the damn cloak. Stop talking to yourself.
I'm not talking to myself, Nox. I'm talking to the sword. But yeah, thank you. It's probably satisfied. And yeah, Pavel grabs the cloak and like tells Tirlai, "What do you want me to do now?"
All right. Well, we can just rest. Your jeweler friend there should be proficient enough to set many of these gemstones into my hilt, into my handle, into my crossguard, into my blade. How does that sound?
And how much are you paying me?
I'd have to tell you guys this. Like, yeah, like, well, she probably heard that, and I tell her like she wants you to put it on there, this and that there, and yada blah blah. But yeah, I guess Tirlai would hear how much, just.
Well, I don't know. How much are you going to pay her, Pavel?
Oh, excuse me.
I'm a sword, remember? I don't take any value in material possessions like gold or things. Just gemstones.
Gemstones are
that's
a material possession.
That's a beauty thing. It's art.
May I suggest a compromise? Since we will be refitting some of the things that you already have, can we take what you have cast off as payments?
Yes, why do I want those old used gemstones? Yuck!
That is true.
Ew!
Yeah, I guess that's.
Dagger, why don't you select some of your favorites?
While this is going on, Roland is just like, "Oh, this is a very nice shield," and like kind of like like polishing it up a little bit, looking at the symbol on it.
Yeah, can I be... I'm assuming I'm not going to have time to, like, dissect all of the stuff we killed, but could I kind of analyze whichever one would be, like, the most useful for us as far as harvesting parts from?
Yeah, cloak of tails.
Yeah,
I can help you.
Two
So you
cloak
get
of tails.
critical.
the cloak. Yeah,
Oh,
the,
never
yeah,
mind.
the cloaker tail is what I use to upgrade my Kator.
Yeah, you can just grab them, cut them off. Doesn't need much skill to do that.
Okay.
2 cloak of tails.
Would I be able to get anything off the demons, or is that not?
Ichor, that's all they leave behind. Type 3 Ichor, which doesn't, well, I don't know. I don't know if you're planning on summoning some demons or something, but you can get 4 vials of Type 3 Ichor. It's, yeah, you'd need to make an Arcana check, Scamp, to see how much your character knows. But Ichor has uses.
Probably nothing.
It doesn't really have much of a use on the material plane, though. and Scamp's
Here,
got
Dagger,
no idea.
I think this is poison.
And Nox,
Oh,
you're just
far
one.
more interesting.
Nox,
Okay.
you think like demon blood probably got something to do with some sort of evil ritual, maybe?
Fair. So I like, just to help speed things along. I'm assuming we're going to Dagger will take payment of the cast-off gems from Tirolai.
Yeah. How much was on her already? Did you set some gemstones into her yet?
No, she already came with some. I think she said like it's emerald on there.
Oh, she won't
With
separate.
an emerald.
No. She's not going to get rid of that emerald, though. That's like her power.
Oh. Okay, I don't think she has anything on there, I guess, then.
Maybe just,
Don't think.
yeah. I was thinking for some reason that you'd maybe put some on, but you hadn't.
I thought she already came with some, besides the one big emerald there.
Just that's what she has, that giant green emerald.
Oh.
I'll double check,
more, but she
but
has none. Okay.
that is her personality. She craves gemstones and seeks out better ones in which to adorn herself. Or itself.
Oh, I know
Really,
that.
she.
I know. So I said sometimes it's hard to say like it, she. I was like, I gotta remember it. It's a sword.
Whatever you think of the sword. The voice appears feminine or
Don't
masculine,
misgender the sword.
whatever you want. But Tirolai wants those gemstones.
Well, I think we're gonna take a long rest. Would this take a long rest to put gemstones on there?
It would take a short rest.
Does everyone agree to take a long rest? Because I think I have a payment for you, Dagger.
Well, I don't care. I'm not the ones that needs a short, long rest.
Nox does.
Alright, so firstly, you need to decide if you're going to put those gemstones in the sword or not. Yes or
Money,
no?
money, money!
Well, I mean, Pavel has done a lot for us, and he's asking for this so that the sword that he has can get through resistances that certain things may have, such as the demons that we've fought. I think that him being on the front lines and helping us in the party is payment enough, if I'm being honest.
They're just some gems. We'll find money.
And to be fair, it wasn't our cloak to begin with. I do not see a problem with this.
And Nox, make me a persuasion check, because Tirolai's may be considering losing a few of the emeralds in the handle. She sighs. Very well. You can remove some of the small emeralds in my handle as well. There's 100 GP worth of emeralds there.
Fair enough.
Okay, I will do it.
Alright. You guys
So,
can take a
was
short
the
rest
demon
then.
blood poison?
It's not poison. You tell straight away. It doesn't really have much effect at all. Alright, so Tirolai now has 750 GP worth of precious gemstones inserted into the handle, pommel, blah blah blah. I'll note that. And then you guys can recoup 100 GP worth of tiny emeralds, tiny green emeralds. So cross off the... And all these items there, who got those ones? Who's our party loot person?
We don't really have a singular party loot.
Everybody.
Because everybody has a
Except
bag
Scamp.
of holding.
I think we should
I'm-
designate someone as party loot person. because otherwise things are going to get duplicated or things are going to get missed entirely.
Well, I was gonna say, like, Roland and I had already discussed. I was taking the stuff that we had talked about from this fight. So,
Okay.
like everything. But
All right.
Everything except for the elf figurine,
Okay.
which we grabbed.
All right. Cross off the cloak and add 100 GP of green emeralds, tiny green emeralds.
Do you have the cloaker tails and the ichor too, Nux?
yes.
All right. That is
Does
the
that
loot.
shield look like it might be magical?
It's
Yeah, we
definitely
can identify
magical.
stuff.
Just considering where it was found in this ancient-looking tomb, it's surprisingly well preserved. And a
Well,
bit of a-
while Dagger's putting the gems in the handle, I would like to take a look at the shield and identify it.
Sure. All right. The shield identifies as a sentinel shield.
Ooh.
There's no official artwork for it, but pretty much it's a regular-looking shield. Has a bit of a sheen to it, and what it does do is give you advantage on perception checks and initiative, and it's emblazoned with the symbol of an eye. Now, that advantage is actually going to be a +5 instead. +5 on initiative rolls. Unless you already have advantage, then it does nothing for you.
I don't think Brew doesn't really need it.
I don't think anybody else uses shields.
I do, but they need to be wooden.
Does it have to be worn on your person, or can it be in your inventory?
The shield is
You have
made from stone. It's not metal.
I mean, does Brew want it?
I think I prefer last word. It's got an armor class boost.
This one does too. It's just, I think you already have advantage, don't you, Brew, because of
And yeah, I do already
Bird-
have it. Yeah, I already have the +5.
Yeah, this one is not a +1 shield. It's just a shield. Gives you +5 on initiative and advantage on wisdom checks. Wisdom perception
Oh, yeah.
checks.
Well, that would be great for your high perception. That would.
True.
Yeah.
I just
Scamp
have a
should
high
take that.
passive perception. I'm not actually proficient in perception, scarily enough.
It'll increase it more, I think. Or, I don't know.
Well, it'd
yeah,
be
but-
good for you.
But
Well, the
I
thing
can
is with
take it.
passive perception is it's always on. So that's the minimum that you're going to be getting for perception.
And then Brew that hammer you
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the hammer.
picked up. If you want to take a look at that,
It's not
Yeah, we-
magical. Just a
it's not
warhammer.
magical.
Oh, she was just
And,
psychicking her own self.
It's a Durgar made weapon as well. If it's exposed to sunlight, it'll just deteriorate.
What if the war pick she pulled out of the?
That
Yeah, what
is
is
an adamantine war pick. You find it amongst the rubble.
Anybody want that?
Dude, that's all you.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So, Scamp, are you going to take the shield?
As long as Brew doesn't want it, yeah, I'll take it.
Right, does not
Does it
require
require
attunement.
attunement?
Oh, you can use it straight away.
Awesome.
Yeah, I thanks, Scamp. I prefer last word though, just for the ace.
Right, crank your initiative up by 5, Scamp, and give yourself advantage on perception checks. An extra +5 on your passive. That's what advantage does to passive. +5.
That brings me to 25 passive perception.
Jesus.
I knew it!
That is incredible for how clumsy you are, Scamp.
That is incredible.
I I imagine she's like
It-
aware of stuff, but she's just like too big
Yeah,
for the spaces she wants to occupy.
you're looking for something and you're looking everywhere, but it's like right in front of you. That's Scamp.
Scamp, where are my glasses? Looks around for 2 hours. They're on her head.
On them. I found them.
Unfortunately, the true tomb of King Malaya has been utterly desecrated. The demons seem to take great joy in seeing the destruction of this tomb up until their last breaths on the material plane. And most importantly, you guys recover the 2 mummified hands of King Malar.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Right on.
All right. But at this point, I would say we have a treasure to find.
This is probably a fake tomb we're in. We're probably in a fake. I'd be willing to bet. Definitely willing to.
I think we can handle the hand one more. If this does indeed turn out to be a fake tomb, but I really think this is the real one this time.
Brew, can you?
Okay.
We
Come
We
on,
did
over
a long rest before we leave in the room, right?
No.
Okay.
It's up to you guys when and where you rest.
I was gonna suggest rest after we get to the tomb.
Let's go to the heart of the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can someone do a rope for us?
We're all weaklings over here.
Yes.
Separate
Knox
the
just puts his
weaklings
arm-
from the rest.
Knox puts out his arms and just says, "Carry me, Brew. Carry me."
Don't carry me.
And
Come
then-
on, buddy.
With a rope tether.
Yep.
Those too weak to jump can make an acrobatics check to shimmy across. Roland, easy. And Nox, you get across. Dagger, you just walk. You'd like tightrope walk across. Actually, you do too, Roland. Nox, you do some awkward sort of shimmy across. It works.
Sounds about right.
And yeah, if you guys didn't burn any hit dice, feel free to, because you guys did take a short rest.
Yeah.
I did.
If you burn any hit dice, you can also roll a d8 for Song of Rest.
I would like to be on the lookout for any tiny creatures such as like rats or bats that may be occupying this area. Just like while we're walking in general.
Yep. Make a survival check, Scamp.
I'm going back invisible.
Okay. Alright, Scamp. You do find some small rat droppings suggesting that some small vermin have sort of made their way through here recently, and you actually just sort of track them into the corner of this room somewhere, and there is a few rats about. If you wanted to catch some, there is a lone rat just starting to pick at one of the dead cloaker
Am I
bodies.
going the right way?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
So I want to just quickly cast Animal Messenger then.
Okay. The little rat sort of squeaks a little bit. Comes up to you, Scamp, and casts Animal Messenger on it, and then
Oh, that way? Okay.
it just starts like idly standing there looking at you, Scamp, waiting for you to deliver a message.
So would I know if within 24 hours the rat could make it up to the Emerald Enclave?
Oof. All the way through Undermountain. Maybe.
Tough.
That's going to be difficult for the poor little rat.
We'll
But
save that for later then. We'll send him to rations.
might be possible. You'd have to get through multiple levels of Undermountain, make it past the goblins, make it up like the well or swim his way through the sea caves or something.
Whoa.
We'll just send him up
He can
for
try.
rations.
He salutes you, Scamp, and he'll try his best. But
to rations, level 5.
Ration's gonna eat him.
he will travel that distance, though. There'll be nothing stopping him apart from everything.
If the water doesn't kill him, I'm pretty sure the goblins would enslave him to be like pets. No, I'll send him to rations and just be like, okay, so tell rations, this is a message from Scamp and party. We're alive and doing well, and I hope he's well too. We'll visit soon. That's 21 words.
The rat perches up on its hind legs and with its pink little hand gives you a salute, and it scurries off, Scamp, unknowingly to its own death.
Come on, Scamp. Gotta go with the others.
Scamp and I actually talked about this. Sunnery's well aware that Rations is probably going to be eating the rat.
And if you wish to experiment to see how far a rat may make it, next one you can try to send it to Waterdeep and see what happens.
Probably will.
I do have a question real quick. I can't remember. What does the gatestone feel like in terms of temperature? Right here?
Alright, when you come near the gate, it's kind of a bit cool there. A bit cool to the touch, Roland. Coolish. Yeah, number 8 is glowing.
Alright, just making sure. Late. Just noting that down for posterity.
You guys...
Got a mountain with a sun. Does that elfin statue that's arms raised to the sun maybe do something like this one?
I think so. But whenever we have the whole party here and rested, and we can explore, I think then we'll check it out. Everyone else seems to have run ahead.
Alright, you guys eventually catch up and enter the Temple of Doomathoin, where you find Glabrezu and Nox waiting for you guys in front of these massive basalt doors. You remember trying to open them and being attacked by Bigby's hand multiple times. They're flanked by these 2 glowing quartz pillars. There's this bas-relief carving of a mountain with a gem at its heart, the symbol of Doomathoin. Beyond the altar, now you stand here for these matte black doors. Again, the dwarvish inscription on them reads, "It is the will of the Keeper of Secrets under the mountain that only the hand of the king may open these doors. Let all who gaze upon the heart of Malabode and know the true power of dwarven kind."
I'm going to, holding both hands, one each hand, put them placed palm down on the doors and push.
And just to reiterate, you guys had identified this Malabode to be the ancient name for the Underhalls that were the foundations of Undermountain, carved by the Malarkan dwarves, and you believe that this here is the heart of the mountain, heart of Mount Waterdeep. Very sacred place for dwarves. Using the desiccated hands, you're able to push the door straight open. And you're a little bit disappointed. It's just a big old empty room. But there are a few thin veins of mithril spread across the walls that have been hewn slightly. They look like gleaming cracks in the stone. They sort of glow up against your light sources. The gatestone starts to glow. Yep. There is a tall oval mirror set in a stone frame mounted on the east wall. And carved into the frame are dozens of lidless eyes and a phrase written in common. It says, "The gate cannot hide from those it cannot see." And there is another item as well. It's this tapestry, a huge tapestry against the south wall. It depicts a grand dwarven kingdom built under a mountain. And there are sturdy looking dwarves proudly finding their home in the heart of the mountain. And yeah, must be a dwarf thing, because you guys don't really connect to this heart of the mountain at all.
Thought my dwarven blood would do something here.
Roland.
Roland, you're a tiefling, alright? You're not a dwarf.
Yeah.
Alright, the gatestone's a little bit warm to the touch as well. Number
Okay.
11 is glowing a bit.
Ooh.
Deathic
Well,
rune
I
for
would-
number 11, swirls of energy.
Say that potentially the heart of the mountain is not necessarily a item, but a place. And I'm pointing over at the gate. Be like, that might take us there.
Possibly, but
As you stand here in this room for a brief moment, you feel like you're just kind of a bit hardier, a bit stronger. Like this is a very special place. I feel like you're absorbing some of the strength of the mountain around you. It's a very
Okay.
subtle feeling, though.
It'd be interesting to take a long rest here.
It could be.
True. True.
Scamp, you do tend to notice things that the rest of us miss. Do you want to take a look around?
I can take a look around.
There is no more secrets to be found, Scamp. I'm quite sure of it. It's undoubtedly the heart of the mountain. Sacred place for the Malarkan dwarves. But for you guys,
Could I
it's just
use
a bit
the-
meh.
Could I use the adamantium war pick to mine the mithril?
Yeah, you can chip away some shards of mithril brew. Make an athletics check. Alright, you sort of hit it, and you're just chipping off tiny pieces that are not really too valuable. You can
Okay.
keep
Sure.
on chipping away at the mithril if you like, and you could get about a pound in 15 minutes.
Okay.
We could try going through the gate. The treasure might be that way.
Do we want to do that at this expended state? I don't know about you, but I am feeling very, as they say where I'm from, Zeshun de Waterdeep basically means I am fucking buggered. The magic is gone.
Oh,
Yeah, why not take a nap here in the heart of the mountain? Not every day you get to do.
Kind of feel rejuvenated being here, so obviously, go for a nap.
Hey, it's just for, I guess, like any acknowledgement. Would we kind of have a sense of what time it is during the day, or an estimate how tired we are?
You wouldn't know if it's day or night, but yeah, you'll be here for a few hours. Good few hours, that's for sure.
I mean, fine with me. And let's just close these doors and have a party.
Yeah.
I can throw up my little better stealthy and perception thing.
Okay.
All of these things sound like
Yeah,
a good idea.
you need more.
Alright, you guys close the basalt doors, being careful only to touch them with the hand of the king. And Scamp, you shroud the area with the hearth of moonlight and shadow. Gloom sphere. And you guys just sort of sit down and feel yourselves slowly absorbing the strength of the mountain. And yeah, you're here for about 10 hours or so, recovering, talking, eating, sharpening your weapons, repairing damages to your armor and whatnot. And
I would actually
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Pavel during this time to take a help me take a hand crossbow crossbow that we picked up, modify it, and whatnot. We're gonna actually create a +1 crossbow for dagger
If we can do that.
okay,
using downtime.
how many was it uncommon +1? That's what 2 weeks, 1 week each.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, should be fine. You're gonna use like the cloaker tail.
That worked.
We can use the cloak and tail. We're gonna embellish it with some of the silver and other things we found, maybe a little bit nicer, as best we can.
Okay.
Pavel with his woodworking expertise.
Easily done. Nox, you're proficient in Arcana. Pavel is proficient in tools, like woodworking tools. You guys have the cloak and tail. It costs 200 gold pieces, and I'll just see if there's any problems. Oh, it's 10% for every 5 weeks, so don't even worry about that. Done. You craft that for a dagger. +1 hand crossbow.
And as we're sitting there resting, I like pull it out from like underneath like a little cloth and just be like, "Oh, Dagger, you mentioned not being able to hit the bigger, scarier things, and Pavel and I thought we would help you create something a little bit more accurate for you and unveil this black wood with silver inlay crossbow, the cloaker tail creating both the twine as well as the bones from the cloaker tail creating like adornment along the ridging, and the bow flex part of it. And inscribed in it is just some elvish lettering that says silent death.
Alrighty. It looks wicked.
I knew you loved me.
And
Did you say silent but deadly?
before you guys
That would be
take-
Brew's crossbow.
Before you guys complete the long rest, there is this mithril. Probably about 20 pounds of it. Did you want to keep on mining it, Brew?
Yeah, I'd mine as much as I could over the course of our time there.
Alright. You managed to strip a total of 20 pounds of mithril from the wall.
Didn't mean to do that.
And it takes you guys, it takes you several hours, Brew. And each pound is worth 50 GP. So 20 pounds of mithril worth
Oh,
Okay.
1,000 GP. All right, you guys are not rested yet, and you guys are doing your thing, working on the bow.
So,
And
could I cast Goodberry before we actually lay down to go to sleep and give everybody a Goodberry?
sure. All right, this is a few hours before you guys are planning to sleep. Coming through the wall are a couple of Zorn. they come shambling through the wall, sort of push past you guys, and they come over to the mithril wall, and they start licking what few fragments of mithril are on the floor and on the wall. Licking it all up, and they lick it up quickly. And
We're gonna try to attack them.
when they finish licking up the mithril, they just turn their attention to Brew. And they want gemstones, they want mithril.
Oh, shit.
They attempt to snatch at your bag, Brew. They start blurting in your face in primordial. Trying to grab and
Can I cast tongues?
Sure.
I mean, that's not going to set them off, is it? Just wanna...
They're not really that like chaotic, these creatures.
Okay. I'll cast tongues on myself, like touch my throat,
Alright.
and then. Gentlemen, I don't know what you want. But
The mithril! Now we can taste it. Give us!
we don't have anything for you.
Lies! Lies! I can smell it. There's lots of stones and gems and coins and mithril. It's on his pick.
But that is for us. Not for you.
No. Hungry. So hungry.
Well,
Feed us now!
Surely there are other places where you could get some food. Down here, I'm sure there's a plethora of gemstones elsewhere. In fact, there is a wall not far from here that is just full of gemstones.
The ones that you guys
Sure you
pried
will.
off the wall. Make a
Oh, I didn't
deception check.
Yeah,
we
we did.
took all of them? Shit, I forgot about that.
Alright, well,
Good thing
if
I
you're
got...
not meaning to deceive them, then
Oh, well,
these
anything to get them just to go away.
these stubby little creatures blink their single lidless eye at you. Somehow they blink, even though they don't have eyelids. They scrutinize you, Roland.
You give taste now. Tasty. Then we go and see.
Alright, I don't have much for you, and I've got some moss agate on me, and I'll throw one of those. They're only worth 10 GP a piece.
Alright.
I'll throw one to each.
Alright, they jump up and snap the gemstones from the air like a dog, and their sharp teeth just crunch it into a powder.
Okay, we will go.
And they move straight through the wall.
Have a nice
through
day.
it, and they leave.
Strange fellows.
After they've left, I kind of look at Roland and be like, you do know we did strip that wall, right?
Oh. Oh well, if they come back, well, they'll come back. But
Okay.
there are other places to get gemstones around here, I'm sure.
About 10 minutes later, they return,
Fuck.
and they just start swinging. They attack, and
Well,
the
this was gonna happen regardless, I think.
the shadowy
I was gonna
veil.
throw good berries at them.
The shadowy veil just does not seem to affect them because they can just somehow pinpoint gemstones. And, well, yeah, I mean, they wanted some gemstones. But if you won't give them up, then they're going to have to eat their way to them.
I mean, we already gave up a lot to Turlai. I'm just.
Turlai
I
just-
feel like they're not going to be satisfied with whatever we give them.
Turlai
They're gonna
just,
want more and more.
Says,
Oh, Turlai wouldn't
says
let us,
to
I
you
don't
guys.
think.
Yeah, she's already mentioned. That's it, Pavel. There is no foul or evil in this world. Destroy them.
Just to reiterate,
They are the
Seb,
big bad evil guys. Kill them, Pavel.
we have not actually had the long rest yet.
No.
Correct. We haven't slept.
This is about 7 hours after you guys are just waiting. You haven't rested yet. The Zorns, they were able to detect the mithril veins once they started getting chipped away, and they've come to they've come to dine. These are. You swear that you'd already encountered one of these Zorns before.
Yeah, I thought we did.
I think we did.
Kill it, Dagger. Kill it with fire.
Well, I don't know if I'll be killing it, but I want to give it the old college try.
That is a miss. Oh no, advantage, right? That hits.
Yeah. I was about to say 27 misses,
With
right?
advantage, you hit it. You just stab straight into its stony flesh. Mud just starts to sort of
Give it the
spill out from
mithril and run!
Yeah, I mean, at that point.
It screeches at you.
Disengage. Oh.
Nox.
Step there and give it a good old shocking grasp.
That is a miss.
5 minutes.
Alright, when you move back, the Zorn is going to sort of amble close to you and try to chomp you, Nox. Miss. Scamp.
We're going for the injured one. I will try and kill it with fire.
That is a miss. These things are just like living stone. Brr.
I'll make sure I wiggle the mithril ore at them and say, "Hey, want this? Want this?" And then swing the warp.
You fucking bite your fucking mithril off! They start being very protective of their mithril. Alright, when you hit it with the adamantine brew, the adamantine warpick chips like a chunk of stone off of it, bypassing its resistance.
Nice.
Yay!
It tries to like jump up and lap at your adamantine warpick as well. You pull it back. This time it's a miss with your second attack. Alright, the Zorn just start to go ballistic. They're just so hungry as they're sort of slurping up what little bit of mithril dust is left as Bruce pretty much drained the entire wall. They just start flailing their arms around trying to bite you, Brew. First attack is a claw, and it slashes you for 7 damage. Then it tries to bite you, and it misses. Then it claws you again, and it slashes you for 9 damage. And then it claws you again, spinning with a jumping spin claw attack for another 9 slashing. Pavel.
Okie dokie. Curiali's already out. Gonna have my flintlock out, taking out with interactive object.
They want to hurt me. They're evil. Evil creatures.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna slash at this one with Curiali.
They're just bullies. Kill them for bully. That is a miss.
Gonna attack it again.
Crit.
Oh, okay. Well, this might be a good chance, hopefully. Whoa!
Alright, you slash the Zorn. 25 damage.
And
Wow.
let's pray. Probably not say. Let's hope. Good luck.
Lop off a limb, but yeah, it's
Looks like a
Does
damage.
some serious damage to the Zorn.
Then I'm gonna shoot at it with the pistol as a bonus action.
That is a miss. The bullet ricochets off of it.
Okay, I'd rather save it for later. And I'll end my turn.
Rolling.
I'm going to play a couple of minor chords on the guitar and cast Bane on both of these things.
Charisma saves for both Zorn. Failure for both Zorn. Annoying black shroud appears over their heads.
Go in the corner. And I'm going to bonus action give as I'm running by, I lean to Dagger. I believe in you. Give her bardic inspiration. And that's my turn.
I believe in me too.
Beast just wants the mithril. Give me my precious.
It wants its precious.
Precious.
And it looks at Tiralai. Starts drooling. Starts licking its lips.
Yes.
Get him away from me, Pavel! And the Zorn turns his attention to you, Pavel. And attacks with bite. 19. Chomps you for 17 piercing damage. And it tries to claw you.
He's muted. I don't know.
Miss.
No.
Tries to claw
that
you
wasn't
again. 21. It slashes you for 9 damage.
Give us that precious.
And another claw attack. A crit.
Oh, okay, I'm shit.
Or 12
can I use
slashing.
Walking Small?
And then it ends its turn there. Dagger.
Okay. Coming up.
That is a hit. It tries to like bite your rapier and you just stab it in the mouth. Licks your rapier a bit as you pull it out.
Ooh. Wipe it on Brew.
All we wanted was food.
Brew,
You did this to us.
Only Rowan
curiously,
can hear
Brew
that.
he also attempts to lick the rapier. Just, he just mirrored.
Roland is just not. He's not translating any of that. He's just like, oh man.
Maybe that would taste good.
Brew starts looking at like the mithril shards
No,
like it's like
Contemplating.
popping candy or something.
Please don't.
Sherbet.
Brew. Please don't, Brew. Your movements later will hurt.
Okay.
It just makes the Zorn even angrier. Our food! As Brew's like licking off the mithril dust from his arm.
It is pretty good.
Alrighty, Nox.
Yeah. Fuck this noise. I'm just gonna firebolt the hurt one in front of Brew.
It's a mess.
That's gonna miss.
These things are hard to hit. Scamp.
Go up to here, and I'm going to heal Pavel with some Fey energy. I'll do 4, so you'll gain 14 hit points and 4 attempt.
Thank you very much.
I was going to cure wounds, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I am going to frostbite at the northern one there.
Alright, the ice starts to form around the Zorn and it freezes it a little bit.
Tell the Zorn to let it go. Just leave.
Brr.
With my first attack, I'd like to attempt to shove the Zorn prone. The northern one.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Down
wow.
it goes.
I think you're succeeding on that roll.
You just like sort of just tap it to the ground.
And then I'll swing the warp.
Crit.
Nice.
Alright, it just shatters on impact and sort of into myriad pieces of rock mixed in with mud. You killed him. You monster! You did this to us! And
But we didn't. You did it to yourself.
silence, elf. And the Zorn attacks Pavel.
See, for that, I'm not going to tell them I'm going to tell them that you're the monster.
It attacks Brew
Fuck you, Zorn.
and misses. And then it attacks Pavel and misses. And it does not like being spoken to like that, Roland, so it charges you.
Okay.
It sort of phases through the ground, provoking from Brew and Pavel, and then it phases up through the ground over here without disturbing the rock. And both of you guys miss. Pavel.
Gonna run over there. And I'm gonna slash at it with Tirla again. And then I'm gonna shoot it. Like, same old, same old.
That's a hit. You just catch it with that attack.
One more time.
And another hit. Your slices through it gleefully.
And then I'm gonna shoot it.
And that's a hit. It does resist the pistol bullet, but still it hurts it hard.
Yep, and then on my turn.
Rolling.
Who do you think you are?
Hungry.
Well, you're about to be dead if you don't leave.
And it just
Hungry, hungry Zorn.
that's going crazy.
And I will bonus action tell Pavel that I believe in him as well. Give him bardic inspiration, because this thing's probably going to try to run past him and go after me at this point.
Thank you.
I don't think it's going to get anywhere because it's Dagger's
I
turn.
don't think so. Dagger's coming up.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
Do you want to use your inspiration on that dagger just to make sure?
Nah, I think I'll save it.
Okay. It tries to like bite your rapier and it just
Big hit.
explodes into mud and rubble.
All right. Good job, team.
Alright, you guys had already gotten some of the XP for fighting them earlier, and then you finished them off, so 300. And with that, you guys can finally rest here peacefully in the heart of the mountain. Everybody, take a long rest.
Yeah.
So,
Yeehaw!
Scamp, because she has extra resources for once before resting, I would like to do conjure woodland beans, and I want to try and conjure a bunch of small fluffy things to snuggle with to go to sleep.
Okay. Like a pillow. Like a
Everyone gets a fluffy.
All right, everyone gets a little baby Yoda. Baby Yoda for everyone.
Oh yeah.
I've only seen the first 2 episodes of that so far, so no spoilers.
It's fantastic.
I have only seen the meme.
All right, you conjure a little baby Yoda for everyone, and as you guys sleep, you have a very, very good sleep. And when you awaken, you'll have gained 10 temporary hit points from sleeping in the heart of the mountain.
Awesome. Roland's not used to temporary hit
Better roll.
points.
And that is where we'll end tonight's session. Be nice and
Alright.
fresh for next week.
Yeah, Hallister will come back. Maybe he'll be a roast duck next time, and we'll see.
Turducken.
He'll be a turducken. Yeah, he's just walking around and like and a chicken just like falls out of him.
Look, as long as it's a turducken, not a turkraken.
So where did I go with Hallister while I was gone?
When you go with Hallister, you become incapacitated, and you just find yourself in this like weird circular room. It's not very big, and Alistair just babbles some mindless nonsense that you don't understand, and occasionally he'll force you to drink something or take a few hairs or something off of you, or put these like weird slides in front of you of like drow being killed or goblins being killed, taking some notes, doing all manner of strange experiments, and then he'll be yelling at you like, "Where is Jerizariah? Where is she?" But you can't respond because you can't speak. You're like just in this stasis. all sorts of weird things.
Look at this picture.
It's actually
How does
not
that
very,
make you feel?
Yeah, it's actually not very nice. You feel like you're being kidnapped.
That's lovely. Not actually, but
And yeah, he likes to yell a lot. He yells at you a lot, and it's pretty rude.
just imagine Scamp not handling people yelling at her and just crying the entire time.
Why are you yelling at me?
What did I do wrong?
And comes back with like red eyes, like she's been crying. Alrighty. Thank you guys very much, and I'll see you all next week. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, Seb.
Thank you, Seth.
Thank you, Seb. You have a good night.
Alright, guys.
Bye bye.